What is going on, everybody? This is MYG JeffyT 3285, and I'm here to bring Monday Night Football to you guys. The Monday Night Football watch-along. The Denver Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks, as Russell Wilson is going to be making his return over to Seattle for the first time since the offseason trade that he had when he was traded over to the Denver Broncos for multiple first-round picks. I thank you, everybody, much for coming. We're streaming right now on 5 different platforms, including my channel, on the YouTube channel, my NYG JeffyT 3285, as well as the Hardcore Sports Network. We're also streaming off the Hardcore Sports Network Twitter response right now, as well as my Twitter response, JeffyT85, as well as the Hardcore Sports Network Twitter. And I just want to say thank you very much for Mitch Kovsky. Everybody knows Mitch Kovsky. He's the one that made the new intro, the new 30-second countdown, so I want to give a special shout-out to him. Eric, what's going on, man? I'm sorry about the tough loss that you had last night to the Chargers. Tough game overall. I know Derek Carr didn't exactly have the best game in the world, but I have no doubt that they're going to bounce back, and they're going to have a much better game going forward because they're a hell of a team. So we'll see how they're going to do going forward. Normal Guy, how you doing tonight, guys? I want to hear everybody in the chat right now. What are your predictions? What are your predictions right now for this game tonight between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks, as we got right now the view of the 12th man over here in Seattle, as the crowd is going nuts as we speak, and they're just about seconds away from kickoff, as the Denver Broncos are going to be kicking it off to the Seattle Seahawks, with Russell Wilson getting his first chance to be the quarterback right now of the Denver Broncos against his former team, who he won a Super Bowl with, as well as appeared in another Super Bowl with. How about them Saints? Exactly. The Saints actually had a little bit of a scare this past Sunday, but you know what? They're able to squeak it out this past Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons, a very, very scrappy Atlanta Falcons team. But you got to give credit where credit is due to that Saints team being able to pull it out, and Jameis Winston being able to get the ball at the end. I do too. I think that the Broncos are going to be able to pull it out as well. So we're going to see how that's going to happen. The countdown actually just happened before, Mitch. Take your time, man. When you're ready to pop on, just let me know, and I'll add you over to the stream. As the Seattle Seahawks have taken the ball up over to the 30-yard line of their own side of the ball, and the NFL Monday Night Football is just about to begin. Thank you very much for the 5 right now watching in the chat. I appreciate you guys so much. If you have not already, please hit that like button. It will help out the channel. It will help out the stream. Thank you very much. As Geno Smith, 8 seasons in the league right now, is going to get his first opportunity as the starting quarterback right now of the Seattle Seahawks, with Russell Wilson, obviously, now he's over there in Denver. As right now, you got DK Metcalf, you got Tyler Lockett, you got Noah Fant, the big playmakers right now. You got one wide receiver up top, one wide receiver down below, Noah Fant in the slot. Motion right now. They hand it off to the running back, Penny, and Penny is tackled for at least right at the line of scrimmage for about no gain, maybe a half a yard if anything. Seattle Seahawks main players, Rashad Penny at running back, DK Metcalf, Pat Surtain at cornerback for the Denver Broncos, as well as Bradley Chubb at linebacker. I have to know Chris Carson also is just retired recently due to some ongoing neck issues. So he obviously is not the starting running back right now, and Kenneth Walker is inactive for the Seattle Seahawks. As right now, Seattle Seahawks have a bunch formation up top, DK Metcalf to the bottom, Penny in motion. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws over the middle, and there's a big-time 6-yard completion over there to DK Metcalf over the bottom for a 6-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Seattle Seahawks as they at least get a little bit better into position for a potential first down conversion. Very interested in some of these matchups you're going to be seeing right now, especially Patrick Surtain, as he's going to be going up against 2 of those very good, solid wide receivers for the Seattle Seahawks, and Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. As right now we got 2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. You got Penny in the backfield. Geno Smith's about to take the snap. Shotgun formation. Geno Smith takes the snap, holds it over, throws it over the middle, and it's a wide open Tyler Lockett right past midfield to the 45-yard line for over a 20-yard gain. Geno Smith right now and the Seattle Seahawks are off to a fantastic start so far, driving down the field into Denver territory. FB, how you doing right now? Thank you so much for coming by the stream tonight. I hope you had a fantastic Monday. And thank you very much for coming by. Please hit that like button if you have not already. Appreciate you coming by the stream. Thank you very much for the 3 right now in the stream watching the channel. As we got 2 wide receivers right now on the field. One on top. You got DK down below. Geno Smith takes a snap, and it looks like we might have a little bit of a false start right now. False start on number 60 right now, the Seattle Seahawks. Phil Haynes, the left guard right now. Got a little bit of a head start right now, jumping offside. So Seattle's getting a little bit too jumpy right now as they have a couple of offensive rookies right now at the tackle position. So do not mind. It's probably going to be a little bit of a rocky road, especially when you have going up against like Bradley Chubb over there at the defensive end. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws it down below, and DK Metcalf makes a tough catch for at least about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Hopefully you're doing really well in your Madden game right now, man. Hopefully you got the upper hand. What team are you playing as? What team are you playing as right now in your Madden game? Good protection there by the Seattle Seahawks. Nice catch there, extending out to the right. Bad errant pass, but DK Metcalf using that 6'4", 220-pound frame to pull the ball away from potential interception by Pat Surtain. Good job there. There's a handoff right there to Penny, and he gets at least about a 2 or 3 yard gain line from scrimmage. It's going to be about 3rd and 3 right now from about the Denver Broncos 38-yard line. So right now the Seattle Seahawks are trying to get that ball out of Geno Smith's hands pretty quickly, trying to get him at least into a rhythm in this offense right now. As you got Shane Waldron right now. He's the offensive coordinator, 2nd year right now with the Seattle Seahawks as he was an offensive coordinator of he lost the Rams back in 2017. 1 wide receiver up top. You got 2 wide receivers down below. You got Penny in the backfield. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Over the middle. Lockett going over the middle. Geno Smith is going to scramble. Tops it up. And a pass right over the middle. Hollister's wide open. And touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. I'm sorry, Will Dissly. Will Dissly. Wide open over the middle. Geno Smith with the touch pass for a 38-yard touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks, and they take the early lead. Shocking early lead right now for the Seattle Seahawks over the Denver Broncos, 6-0 on a 38-yard touch pass from Geno Smith to Will Dissly, the backup tight end. Beautifully executed play by Geno Smith. Geno Smith's having a nice start for his game right now. That's right. Brian Daboll should be saying that. Play to win the game right now. You have to play to win the game, especially when you're a team that's right now trying to feel yourself out for a win. As the kicker is be able to hit the field goal, and the Seattle Seahawks on their first drive of the game, about 5 or 6 plays, take an early 7-0 lead on the 38-yard touchdown pass from Geno Smith to Will Dissly. Yeah, anybody saw that one coming? Anybody saw that one coming? Geno Smith to Will Dissly? Really? Out of all the players, but hey, got to give them credit. Got to give the Seattle Seahawks credit right now. Normal guy, baby. That's right, man. Thank you so much for all the support that you have given myself and everybody else, part of the YouTube community, normal guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a ton. Yeah, we're talking about Geno Smith, that guy that was the quarterback in New York for the New York Jets, drafted in the 2nd round, I believe back in 2014 or 2015, as well as quarterback over there for the New York Giants back in the 2016, 2017. A lot of those rumors that he was supposed to be coming in as the guy, coming in as a potential 3rd string quarterback instead of Davis Webb. We all know what happened in 2017. Geno Smith's been mainly a backup quarterback since. Backup quarterback over there in Seattle for the past couple of years. So got to give credit to a guy like him. Geno Smith came into the game and he delivered on his first drive for the Seattle Seahawks and led the team down to a 6-drive and capping it off with a 38-yard touchdown pass to Will Dissly, the backup tight end. And they take an early 7-0 lead. Let's see how Denver is going to be able to respond out there with Russell Wilson taking his first snaps as a Denver Bronco for this year, as well as his first snaps in Seattle since he was traded this past year. What's going good? Almighty Finesse. Hell of a win yesterday, huh? Hell of a win right there for our New York Football Giants. First time since 2016. We are 1-0. Wales, man, thank you so much for coming by the stream. Love all you do with the UFC and the boxing content. You're one of the most passionate people out there with UFC. You know a hell of a lot when it comes to that stuff. You guys have not already. Make sure you sell it to Wales. He knows his stuff when it comes to UFC content, when he's over there doing the leather of the face with my guys, Big Pass Sports Talk, as well as G Nation Inside Sports, two of the best New York Giants content creators out there, as well as when it comes to the UFC and boxing content. It does feel like a good feeling having a winning record, doesn't it? It's nice to actually be able to win. Instead of always being down 0-2, 0-3, 0-5 every single year, it's nice to actually be able to have a winning freaking record. For the first time since 2016, we actually have something positive to build on. As the Seattle Seahawks are getting ready to punt the ball off to the Denver Broncos as we speak, and we're going to see if the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson can try to find a way to get revenge and get a little bit of a payback drive over here and try to tie this game up. Washington right now taking the ball snap, and he hesitates a little bit, and he's tackled at the 10-yard line by the Seattle Seahawks. Special teams play. He hesitated a little bit there. Not a very good smart play there. Not a very good smart play as he hesitated. And speaking of guys, speaking of the best Giant content creators out here, we're talking about one of my guys right here. He is a co-host of the Premium Takes podcast every weekend. He is one of the founders of the Real Deal NFC East Roundup every single Wednesday at 5:30 with our guy, Adam Costas. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, and he also does the True Big Blue review after every single Giant game. My guy over here, Mac the Giants fan, how are you doing on this Monday evening, my buddy?
What is going on? Feeling a little well rested. Had to get off of work earlier, took a power nap. Now I feel refreshed, ready to go, man. How you doing today, man? See, Seattle off to a good start, quick start, better than I expected for sure. Geno Smith was pretty sharp on that drive.
He did, and they got the ball out of his hands pretty quickly, and they got the ball to a wide-open Will Dissly for a 38-yard touchdown. As the Denver Broncos right now looking to respond with Russell Wilson taking his first snaps in Denver. Got one wide receiver up top, Sutton down below. Fake handoff over there. He glides over to the tight end, and he's going to be getting a big run up the middle. That's at least about a 25, 30-yard gain to Dolchich, the rookie tight end out of UCLA. Big yard gain right now. Nice blocking on the outside by the Denver Broncos. Well-designed play, leaking out the tight end to the right side. Nobody had contained over there on the outside for a big gain over there for the Denver Broncos. That's a killer.
Looking at this game heavy, man. Fantasy football. I'm in one of my leagues I'm in is a 2-quarterback league, and I lost Dak Prescott yesterday for
oh my God,
6 to 8 weeks. So Geno Smith is one of the couple of guys that's still available on that waiver wire. I might have to go ahead and grab him up tonight, man. The options are limited right now. So.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, that's a killer blow for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I don't even know how you're going to be able to make up for that one. It's Javonte Williams with a big run over on the right side. And he picks up, I think, at least another first down if he's not just a little bit short. Javonte Williams, another one of those second-year running backs looking to take that step forward over there with the Denver Broncos when you got that running back duo of Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. What do you think about – I want to hear your aspects and what you're going to be looking forward to in this game, Mac. Like, what are some of your keys for the Denver Broncos to come out with a victory, and what are some of your keys for the Seattle Seahawks to come out with a victory?
Well, for Denver, man, I just think they need to go out there and play ball and dominate because I think they're just a much better – oh, great catch. Much better football team. You know what I mean? So they got to go out there and dominate, and prove why they're in that almighty AFC West division. They made a major upgrade at quarterback, and they still got some good talented pieces, and they got to go out there and just go out there. I think really figure out a way to just beat the Seattle Seahawks soundly. I know it's week one. There's going to expect some little growing pains, a sloppy play. This is Russell Wilson, literally his first drive as a Denver Bronco, as he didn't play at all in the preseason. So, I just got to go out there and just execute and play clean football. As far as Seattle, man, they got to limit any mistakes. They can't make a lot of mistakes, obviously. They got to do pretty much what they did on that first drive is go out there and just play good, sound football, man. And they got their home crowd behind them. The crowd is definitely giving Russell Wilson a hard time. So let's just go out there and just stay the course, man, and just try to limit their mistakes.
Absolutely, and Andrew Beck this tight end Andrew Beck just made an absolutely fantastic one-handed catch for at least about a 15, 20-yard gain, and then Javonte Williams follows that up with a big run to the outside. So Denver is answering, and they're answering quick. And I have a feeling Seattle is going to have to. This is going to be if they want to have a chance of winning this game, they're going to probably have to score a bunch of points because it looks like that Denver just by or what you see early on in this game. They're taking advantage of the outside contain because Seattle right now is not containing that rush. And look at Russell Wilson scrambling out of the pocket right now, trying to make something out of nothing, and he almost makes a first down pass to Javonte Williams, but Jamal Adams at the last second knocks that ball away to prevent a key first down for the Denver Broncos. Nice play there by the Pro Bowl safety Jamal Adams.
What's going on, normal guy? And Almighty Finesse. This game is up in Seattle, man, the Great Northwest, man. You got that 12th man working real hard right now.
No doubt about it. Seattle, that was a nice play there by Jamal Adams. You got to wonder about Seattle's really just a rebuild. They're in the middle of a rebuilding team right now with some pieces, though, that could still compete. You know, they still have some of those big-time pieces on this team. You still got a couple of good wide receivers, and we got a false start right now in Denver. Looks like one of the offensive linemen jumped. Cameron Fleming, the former New York Giant offensive tackle, jumps off sides, the right tackle right now for the Denver Broncos. I believe he's playing for an injured Billy Turner, who they were just showing on the sidelines. So it looks like he's taking over for the right side, but he jumped off sides. Looks like he got a little bit jittery there. I mean, they had the chance to win. They had the chance. They didn't take advantage of it. Jamal Adams is a hell of a player, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy, and Seattle's really tripped up on some of their opportunities recently, especially when it comes to playoffs. There's a handoff right over there. It looks like Melvin Gordon for at least about 3 or 4 yard gain up the middle. Looks like they might be trying to get a little bit closer to field goal range. You have to wonder when they're going to start getting Cortland Sutton as well as Jerry Jeudy involved in the game on the outside. Test out some of those young corners.
I think one play area where Seattle had struggled, man, over the course of the last few years was just keeping their running backs healthy, man. They just had too many issues with their running backs, too many big injuries there, and they could never get a consistent, good ground game going offensively. Made them a little too one-dimensional, too dependent on Russell Wilson's arm, and it just made them made them start to get a little easier and easier to defend, even though, because you got legitimate weapons on the outside. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, those guys they're legit. They can get it done. And Russell Wilson, we already know what Russell Wilson is, you know what I mean? So I just think they really, that lack of that running back, they were snake bitten with that running back position, man. I just think that really hurt them.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's just a shame what happened to Chris Carson. I mean, that guy, he looked poised to become one of the best running backs in the league. The guy was a hard-nosed north-south runner, and unfortunately he had to retire this past year due to some lingering neck issues. So, I mean, hopefully you wish the best for him. And then Kenneth Walker, their second-round pick that they had this past draft, he's not even playing tonight. So it's going to be probably a lot on Penny to pretty much carry the load. As the Denver Broncos were able to capitalize after they just came up short on a third down play, they at least cut this lead to about 7-3 after a 30-yard kick right there by McManus. So it's 7-3 right now as we continue into the first quarter. Happy belated birthday to you, normal guy. I hope you had a fantastic birthday on Sunday. So thank you very much again. I love the support that you show, not only myself, but for Mac and everybody else involved with the Hardcore Sports Network community. Thank you so much, and hope you had a fantastic birthday yesterday, bro. Maybe we should just talk more about our New York Football Giants, man, Mac. Why not talk about how still we're riding high at that fantastic win we had yesterday against the Tennessee Titans?
Definitely, I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about the fact, looking ahead, to see that it's not crazy, this preposterous to think that the Giants can go 4-0 in this first quarter of the season, man. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to still say that. I mean, for sure, 100% slam dunk, but at the same time, it's a realistic expectation now. And as long as they can continue to improve upon the errors from yesterday, because there's still stuff to clean up, obviously, but as long as they can continue to improve and keep ascending upward, I think this team might be able to surprise some people after all, for real, man. Yesterday was eye-opening. That 2-point conversion is gonna look. We're gonna look back at that at the end of the season, man. Depending how this if this season goes well for us, and you're gonna say that's what changed this season. That completely set the tone for this New York Giant football season. That 2 point conversion, that was just that was ballsy from the call, from the effort of Saquon Barkley to get into the end zone. It just the whole everything about that is what you're going. That's what I feel like later on down the road, everybody's going to remember from this game. As great a game as Barkley had overall, people are still going to remember that particular play call and remember that for because it was just that. That's how like intense it was, man. Because a lot of coaches would not have made that call. They just wouldn't have.
And I appreciate about Brian Dable actually making that call that he was able to lay down on the line. He's like, you know what? I'm not going for this tie. I have faith and I have trust that my quarterback and my running back will be able to drive that ball into the end zone and give my team the lead, letting my defense go out there and have the chance to lock it up. So I appreciate him doing that. You know what, Saquon Barkley? All the naysayers out there, everybody's saying that this dude is washed. He sure looked washed yesterday when he almost had 200 all-purpose yards in that game, including 164 yards rushing and a touchdown. Being able to drive that ball not just east to west, but he was easily able to go north and south, and he was running with anger. He was running with ferocity. He was somebody that was not just going to sit there and let the play come to him. He was going to dictate himself on those runs, including that 68-yard run he had on the left side. Josh Azudu, give credit to him with his run blocking. He had a nice pole block over there on the left side, springing Barkley over there. Got to give credit to the offensive line when it came to the run blocking. Sure, they're a work in progress right now when it comes to the pass blocking. But overall, I mean, there are still things that this team needs to work on. But at the same time, you got to be happy at least that this New York Giants team had the grit and the fight in the end to come back and pull out a very, very convincing victory over the Tennessee Titans. Yes, there's still things they need to clean up on. But you know what? When you have a team that's in the middle of a first-year rebuild with a new coach and a new GM, you're going to have to work on some of these things as we go. But it's a very, very, very refreshing thing to see this team that they're going in the right direction right now. So happy about that.
Absolutely.
As they're showing Geno Smith right now and all the teams that he's played for, the New York Jets, the Giants. I forgot he was with the Chargers. I forgot he played for the Chargers for at least
He was there briefly. He was there briefly. He wasn't really. He never even touched the field. I don't think in a Charger uniform.
No, I think he was pretty much I think that's what he was like Phillip Rivers' backup for the last couple of years that Rivers was in the league. As Geno Smith takes the snap in the backfield, two wide receivers up top. Geno Smith's throwing the ball all the way to the other side of the field. And what a play. It looks like we're going to have a holding call. I don't know about that one. Is that a hold? It didn't look like a hold.
He hooked him. They called pass interference. They hooked him under the arm. A little touchy, but the referees are. I don't know. They don't let these guys play defense anymore. I don't. They don't let them play defense anymore. They make it too easy for the offense. I feel like.
They really do. It's too easy for now every single offense to be able to just drive up and down the field because you're waiting for, especially on the defensive side, you're waiting for a penalty to come around because it seems to happen every single play. So it puts you as a big disadvantage. And there's a pass right over there to Noah Fant, right over the middle for a first down as they pass by the 50-yard line. The new addition to the Seattle Seahawks as he was part of that Russell Wilson trade this past offseason, including some first-round picks. A first-round talent as we speak, but we have a flag on the play. Shocker. And it looks like this one, I don't know if this one's going to be coming back or not, if this one might be on the Denver Broncos. Maybe a hit to the head.
The Broncos are off to a very, it's a blow to the head, personal foul against the Broncos. This is off to a shaky start defensively for the Broncos, which is strange because the Broncos have a very good defense. So to get off to this sloppy start, man. Once again, I will predicate it to the preseason, man. Coaches, I get it. You don't want your guys to get hurt. This is football. People get hurt from time to time. You got to get these guys reps, man. You got to get them reps and get them ready to play, man, because this is the result. You come out in these week one games and everything is just sloppy because these guys haven't been on the field in so damn long.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's not even just bad. It's not even just like the penalties, but it just looks like undisciplined plays. I mean, why would Kareem Jackson go in at the wide receiver like that or the tight end? You're using your arm and you're literally throwing your whole body at his head. There's no sense in doing that. You know the guy's going to be going down. Don't throw your whole body in him. I know it's very tough because the player's going down. It's like you're already going in motion to make the tackle. But, I mean, still, you got to have a little bit more discipline on that side of the field when you're a
I
veteran
don't
like
mind
Kareem
doing this.
Jackson.
I'm gonna tell you what, this Seattle Seahawks team is absolutely fired up, and looks like somebody's been reading the press clippings and seeing how much everybody thought they were going to just get trashed. I'm right now. They're off to a really solid start right now.
And what a run up the middle. What a run right there by Rashad Penny up the middle for a first down. You're right, Mac. This team's coming out pretty much in the press. What's up, Hit Squad? Another great New York Giants content creator. If you guys have
What's
not already,
going
make
on,
sure you go
Hit?
sub up to our guy Hit Squad Productions. He drops some excellent New York Giants content for the Big Blue Crew. One of our Big Blue Crew representatives. So make sure if you have not already, sub up to our guy Hit Squad. But man, you're right. The Seattle Seahawks looks like they've been watching some of the press and everything they've been saying about this team. They come out fired up. They're letting these people
Absolutely.
know this team is much better than people think. As Rashad Penny with another run up the middle, he gets at least about 3 or 4 yards. Good running, good hard running up the middle. And they got a couple of rookie offensive tackles too. So I mean, they might have some growing pains on the outside, but their offensive line, if it gets a little bit more time and they're able to develop, they're actually not that bad of an offensive line going forward.
I mean, Charles Cross is holding up right now so far, looking pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. And Cornelius Lucas as well on the right side of that field. And you got still somebody like Gabe Jackson, who's one of the best right guards in the league for a long time. So
I think Denver needs to make a statement here, and they need to hold Seattle to a field goal to hold Seattle to 3. They really do.
absolutely.
You can't let them get in the end zone again. Cannot allow the Geno Smith led offense to go downfield back to back drives and get in the end zone. I just would not be a good look for the Denver Broncos.
I agree with you right there. As they were able to make a key stop over there, it looks like Penny looked like he was trying to get a couple of juke moves over there. Rashad Penny, but he only was able to pick up at least about 3 or 4 yards there on that slant play over on the right side. As we got a third
It's
down and
gonna
2
be
right now,
close.
right in
I'm
field, right by goal line territory. One wide receiver up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Geno Smith rolls out to his right side and he throws, and he looks like he's just about short. Just
I
about
don't know.
short. I believe that's Noah
I
Fant.
don't know. I mean, that yellow line's unofficial, but it looking like the spot they might actually have this by the nose of the football
It
based
looks
on that
like it.
spot.
That's a tough one because the yellow line sometimes is at least about a half a yard or so. So I mean, it could be like at least a half a yard behind. So I mean, if anything, it's going to be 4th and inches. And if you're Seattle, do you
Are you
take just
going
Pete
for it?
Crab? Oh yeah, I
You
think you
go
got to
for
go
it.
for it. I would go for it too. You're
They're
right here on
inches.
the
They're
goal line.
they're inches short.
Mm-hmm.
Not even. All you gotta do is lean forward.
Power running game. You're going to do a power running game, or maybe even try a bootleg on the outside and get it to your tight end. Maybe try to bootleg to the side, get the ball to Noah Fant. See if he can walk into the end zone for a touchdown. I think they should go for it.
Hey, better go for it. Don't you can't kick a field goal right now. You gotta. Yeah, yeah, they're going for it.
The thing with Seattle is too, if Geno Smith can at least just not try to train wreck this offense, they got playmakers on this team. There is no reason why the Seattle team, they have talent on the outside. It's just really, what are you going to get from Geno Smith on the at quarterback? That's the biggest question right now with this team. Because they got the playmakers to make
Oh, hold
plays.
on. Oh, he got. Oh my God, he got stonewalled. He got absolutely stonewalled. They got no push whatsoever on that offensive line. Got no push.
I don't like that play call. Yeah, it looks like he looks like he was stonewalled. Geno Smith stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like he might have come up a little bit shy. I don't know if they're going to give him the
Nah, he lost a half an inch or something. Actually,
yeah. Looks like he might have been at least a half a yard short. I would have just given it to the running back. I would have given the running back on that play. Hell of a debut there by Jarvis Landry. 7 catches for 114 yards.
I mean,
Randy,
I
what's
don't
going on, bro?
I actually don't hate that play call because you got to think that he lost a little bit on that actually, a slight bit. But because you got to believe that your offensive lineman can make enough push to give you enough crease to get the quarterback in that. All he needed was a small crease, and they didn't even provide that for him. So I
Nah.
don't necessarily hate the play call. I just think the offensive line got to really do a better job there and just move guys out the way, man. Because that they got no push whatsoever. Denver just completely stonewalled that play.
It's a great job. You were just saying before, Mac. You were saying before that Denver needs to come out and they need to answer the bell after they were getting driven all the way up and down that field, and that's exactly what they did. They were able to stonewall the Seattle Seahawks there and stop a potential touchdown drive, and now the Denver Broncos are going to be taking the ball inside their own 10, but at least they were able to prevent a touchdown coming in from the Seattle Seahawks.
Absolutely.
Randy, bro, what's going on, man? Good to see you in the chat, man. I think Randy's going to be hopping on with us in a little bit later as well. Another great Eagles content creator, Toronto Raptors fan. So, I mean, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys sub up to our guy, Next Shift Randy. Excellent Eagles content creator.
Randy?
Excellent Toronto Raptors.
How you feeling tonight, brother?
I'm sure he's probably riding high too after the Eagles got a big win over there on Sunday afternoon. Pulling out that squeaker against the Detroit Lions in a game that actually was a lot closer than maybe a lot of us thought we would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw that. Randy Gregory talking trash right over there on the side to Geno Smith trying to get in his head. Javonte Williams is another guy. I think Javonte Williams, that UNC running back duo, I think those are two guys. Michael Carter over there with the Jets, I know he had a bad drop when he had a chance to walk into the end zone for the Jets and get a potential big-time touchdown. He dropped the ball right by there. Big-time drop by the Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, a couple of really good running backs in their second years that are looking to take that second-year step over forward for the Denver Broncos as well as the New York Jets. I could see it. I like both these guys. They have pretty good running styles, and they're in that running back tandem, so it's going to keep them fresh going forward, as that's the new type of style you have going forward.
I think Javonte Williams had a pretty excellent rookie season anyway, so already he was pretty amazing last year, man. That guy runs hard. And New York Giant fans, we know all about that because he was running hard on us last year.
It was.
Opening week.
He was gashing our defense the entire time. That's when our run defense couldn't stop anybody. It couldn't stop you and I if we decided to get the ball into the handoff and run up the middle. We'd be gashing up 50 yards.
Speak of the devil.
Here we go. We got one wide receiver up top, one wide receiver down below. Javonte Williams in the backfield. There's a toss pass over there to the right to Javonte Williams. He breaks through the hole, and he picks up a first down of at least about 15, 20 yards. Javonte Williams, the second-year running back out of UNC with a big run up the middle. Nice blocking there by the tight ends in the offensive line to open up the hole right there for Javonte Williams. Big gain there. Jerry Jeudy on the outside providing the block as well. Denver Broncos look like they're trying to feed the ball to Javonte Williams. As we speak, he had 521 yards after contact last year. Fourth in the NFL for a rookie. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, Randy's fired up after that big run over there. As we got a toss pass right over there to Dulcich, and he runs it over for a first down. The rookie, Greg Dulcich, picks up the first down. Okanamwa. I apologize if I butchered his name. He picks up the first down. The tight end over there is taking the place as the number one tight end for the Denver Broncos. Picks up the first down. I'm going to call him Okwu. Or something like that. Okwu.
There he is again. Back-to-back grabs.
Got one wide receiver up top. Jerry Jeudy down below. Sutton up top. Melvin Gordon in the backfield. Russell Wilson plays back, and there's a pass right over there. Okwu picks up at least about 8 yards, giving him at least a second down and 2. Denver Broncos starting to catch a little bit of a rhythm. There we go. All right, you got me. We're going to call him that. We're going to call him okay. Okay. That's what we call him right now. Make it a little bit easier. A couple of nice back-to-back plays. It looks like they're playing that short game, maybe getting ready. Play the short game a little bit, run the ball up the middle, and maybe that's going to be able to get that deep pass going, the deep passing game to a Cortland Sutton, or as well as a Jerry Jeudy, and maybe unleash KJ Hamler, who's coming off a torn ACL, coming back into this game, is going to be taking over the third wide receiver spot. There's a handoff right over there to Melvin Gordon up the middle for a first down as the Denver Broncos approach midfield right now.
Sometimes I forget Melvin Gordon was even on this damn team.
Yeah, he actually had the chance to maybe go somewhere else, but he decided to come back and continue being that running back tandem. Actually, I think they're one of the best running back tandems in the league. They
No, they
feed off one
absolutely are.
another. Melvin Gordon, that dude's a stud. They're one of the most underrated running backs for a long time. Just goes out there and just gets it done. Just gets it done. Might not be the flashiest guy, but he just gets the job done.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing with Melvin Gordon was a couple years ago. He hurt himself with that long holdout in San Diego. Well, the Chargers,
Right.
whatever. Were they still in San Diego then? I don't
I
even
think
know.
so.
LA, maybe, whatever, wherever they were at that time. I think he kind of hurt himself with that. That stopped. He had a lot of momentum built up, and he really put the a little bit of a standstill on his career with that
Mm.
holdout. It didn't really help his cause. Because now I believe, even though he's part of this rotation, he's kind of more the number two guy as opposed to the number one guy behind Javonte Williams now.
I think that might be better for him since he's also a older running back right now. I think the best thing for him is to get some of those the lesser touches. It's going to keep him fresh throughout the game. As we just end the first quarter, but right now the Seattle Seahawks leading the Denver Broncos 7-3, as the Denver Broncos are just about approaching midfield as we speak. But Seattle with a key 38-yard touchdown pass from Geno Smith to Will Dissly get that on the first drive, and they were driving on that second drive. So they've been able to move the ball up and down the field, but Denver was able to stymie that Seattle Seahawks offense. Great job over there as they stuffed them right near the goal line, and now Denver has the opportunity to either move the game within one or possibly take the lead as we speak. As we end the first quarter, Mac the Giants fan, I want to know, what have you liked in this first quarter? What have you disliked? And what do you think both teams need to do going into the second quarter?
Well, what I have liked is the effort of the Seattle Seahawks, man, coming out here. Like I said, I honestly picked this guy as my lock of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Myself personally on my suicide poll went all the way hard, went all in on Denver Broncos, thinking that they were going to come up here and pretty much trash the Seattle Seahawks. And right now, it's still early in the game, obviously, but Seattle's effort, man, has been impressive. Has been impressive. So I mean, I'll just show you. This is the NFL, man. You can't count anybody out, and these guys are going to get ready, man. They're competitors, so I've definitely been impressed with that. I'm also impressed with the way Denver looking like they're starting to finally find their groove and begin to maybe slowly take this game over. So
CWE thinks that thinks Pete Carroll should be fired after that play because he decided to go for the first decided to go for it instead of kicking the field goal. I don't know. I think it's a little bit too harsh. It's the second series of the game. I don't know if we want to be firing him after that. I mean, he's got this team fired up right now. So
I love that call because you're an overwhelming underdog in this game, and you got to go out there and make a statement. You got to go out there and I think you got to try to pick up that first down. When you're only inches away like that, it wasn't even a half a yard, let alone a full yard. You should have been able to pick that up. Unfortunately, they came up on the short end of the stick, and we can all look back and say you should have kicked the field goal. But the reality is that was the right call in that moment. It just got to execute and get the job done.
you also got to set the tone for the game too. I mean, what does that say right now if you're playing really conservative in the game when you have the opportunity right there to really make a statement by not only getting that ball into the first down but scoring back-to-back touchdowns and have that Denver defense reeling a little bit. So I thought the play call was smart. Go for it. Just Denver did a really good job executing right there and being able to stop that play. As Denver right now is spreading it out, we got 5 wide, 3 wide receivers down below, 2 wide receivers up top. Looks like Russell Wilson is spreading it out wide, seeing if that Seattle Seahawks team is going to be able to play one-on-one defense right now on the outside.
Oh shit!
And there's Russell Wilson scouting out to the left side. And what a play over there by the Seattle Seahawks defense being able to stop that play on the outside. As Nwosu makes the play on the outside. As Denver tried to catch Seattle off looking by spreading the field out. But a good job right there by Nwosu to be able to he was able to beat the right tackle over there for the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry, the left tackle, Garrett Bowles, and be able to apply the pressure and sending Russell Wilson out to the left side, not being able to make a play. So good play there by the Seattle Seahawks, Nwosu. As right now on second down and long, second down 17, 2 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver up top. Russell Wilson takes the snap, hands the ball off to Melvin Gordon. He's at least be able to pick up a couple of yards back. It's going to be right now 3rd and long, right outside about the 45, 46 yard line. of the Denver Broncos going forward. Nathaniel Hackett right now, first season as the Broncos head coach, 7 seasons as the offense.
Yeah, this is a.
This is a key play. You have to wonder if they're going to go conservative here or they're maybe going to take a chance.
Oh boy, everything was ugly about that.
One wide receiver up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Gordon goes out wide now. Shotgun. Russell Wilson takes a snap. And they knocked the ball down. It looked like they could have been intercepted there, but there's a flag on the play as we speak. Somebody jump off sides.
That's a legal formation.
Jamal Adams right now limping off the field. That's not a good sign right now if you're the Seattle Seahawks. You do not want to see a guy like Jamal Adams limping off the field as one of your defensive leaders. As Mac Giants fan just called it illegal procedure right now by the Denver Broncos, and they're going to obviously Seattle Seahawks decline the penalty, and it's going to be 4th down and 12 inside of the 50-yard line for the Denver Broncos. They're going to punt it away.
Seattle gets the ball back. They held held true, man. Stop this drive, Denver drive. So that's once again this. I'm just impressed with this effort we're getting out of the Seattle Seahawks, man. If they kill me on my suicide poll week 1, I tell you, that'll drive me nuts, man.
There's a hell of a play by Jamal Adams too, even though he got hurt at the end of the play, being able to apply that pressure on the blitz on the inside. And there's a fair catch right over there at about the 19-yard line by Tyler Lockett. You have to wonder if Seattle right now is just trying to get that running game going, and they're eventually setting up to be able to throw that ball deep because that's where their offense is. That's where their strength is on offense, when you can throw that ball deep to your 2 big wide receivers in Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious how this game turns out after the half, man, because I noticed that a lot yesterday with some of these other teams, like the teams that you feel like were the better football teams, got off the slow starts, but when they came out of the locker room at the half, really was able to put their foot on the gas and assert themselves. And I was wondering if Denver's going to be able to do that here tonight, because I mean, no matter at the end of the day, let's face it, they are a better football team than the Seattle Seahawks, and there's really no reason they should be walking out here with an L. But like I said, this is football, man. Anything can happen. And that's why they play the game.
Absolutely. I mean, and you just said it before. You just said it before too, Mac. I mean, some teams, they don't go out there and get these players the reps that they need in preseason. And these are sometimes very important reps because you have to work on your timing. You got to work on your sets. You got to be able to gel a little bit better. And that's what preseason is all about. Some of these teams don't do that and take advantage of it. And that's why you see some of them coming out sluggish when it comes to the beginning of the season. But, I mean, this is the norm. A lot of teams come out sluggish at the beginning of the season. You know, it might have to do with some key injuries, like you just mentioned. It might have to do with the fact they just don't get enough reps, and be able to develop that timing going forward. Normal guy, I hope your brother had a fantastic time over there at the Tulane game this past Saturday.
I mean, prime example, man. Do you think does anybody think Joe Burrow will come out and have 5 turnovers again next Sunday?
No.
Hell no.
Absolutely not. No way. But I mean, you have to like give him a little bit of an excuse because he was coming off having an appendectomy, so he really didn't have a whole lot of reps to really get in a rhythm with his guys. So maybe that had a little bit to do with that play. But so I'll give him some slack. I still believe
appendectomy, whether he got appendix out or not, man, he wasn't. They had no plans on playing him in the preseason. Probably, I'm sure, no matter what.
No,
like they didn't play any of their other starters. So it's just like that. It comes down to that, man. You gotta. If football is about, like you said, repetition, and you got, like you said, you got to get these guys warmed up, get their bodies trained again. They haven't been getting hit for months, man. So they got to get these guys ready again, man.
That's true, but I mean, Randy brings up a good point. 7 for 7, 89 yards, and 1 touchdown so far for Geno Smith. It's a hell of a start. 2 wide receivers up top. You got Penny in the backfield. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands the ball off, and it looks like he just picked up about 2-yard gain to the running back, Rashad Penny. I'm a little bit confused why Kenneth Walker is not activated here. I don't know if he's hurt or not or anything. That would confuse me a little bit why he's not playing.
Yeah, you never know.
Here we go. We got,
Elijah Mitchell's going to be out 2 months.
yeah, hurt his
Jesus.
knee, banged up his knee there. Tyler Lockett in motion. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws over the middle, and there's a catch right there to DK Metcalf for at least about 4 yards. And it brings at least about a 31, 32-yard line for 31 for the Seattle Seahawks, so they can be able to decide if they want to run or pass the ball. It looks like Chris Godwin might have escaped with not a serious injury, but he might be out for a couple of weeks after he sustained a hamstring injury last night against the Dallas Cowboys during Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Tough break for T.J. Watt in Pittsburgh. We'll see. He wants to get another opinion.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works out. But it just didn't look good, man. He pretty much knew the writing was on the wall when it happened. I don't know if you saw that play when it happened. And it was so late in the game, too. It was so damn late in the game. That should happen right before the overtime, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a possibility that he's getting a second and third opinion, that there's rumors out there that he might try to come back during October, and if he could pull that off, I mean, big ups to him, but I just don't see it. I mean, trying to play through a torn pec and you have possibly hurt it worse, I mean, I think the best thing for him to do is just shut it down. Maybe if you rehab it a little bit more towards the end of the season, if the Steelers are in playoff contention, possibly you can come back. As the Seattle Seahawks were able to pick up the first down before on a pass over on the right to Rashad Penny for the first down, and then there's I don't know what that was.
What is the penalties, Denver Broncos? This is not disciplined football. And this is not going to get it done in the division you guys are playing in. You got to get more disciplined than this. Week 1 or not, there's no excuse for all of the stupid, ridiculous penalties you're picking up in this game. You are literally laying this game up to the Seattle Seahawks right now, as they are now back across the midfield. This is just, almost approaching midfield. This is just crazy.
I agree. It just shows very undisciplined football right now. Nathaniel Hackett, you better get these guys aligned and stop having these guys make these, because it's going to hurt his team. You can't do this early. It doesn't matter. All these games are critical. And thank you very much, Randy. He's letting Kenneth Walker is having hernia surgery, so that's why he's not in there. Has a big right up the middle, and he fumbled it. But they're able to recover the ball on a big run over there by Rashad Penny, getting the ball all the way down to Denver Broncos territory. Big run up the middle by Rashad Penny for at least about a 30-plus yard gain. And a good aware play by Cornelius Lucas, the right tackle, to pick up the fumble recovery. Right over there on the right side. Good play, good blocking there by Lucas, as well as Noah Fant on the outside. Nice play over there by Darby. Wow. I'm sorry, that's Blythe, the right guard that was able to pick up the recovery. Seattle is moving that ball up and down the field. We got 2 wide receivers down below, 3 wide receivers up top. Geno Smith takes the snap and shotgun, throws over the middle. Caught over there by Disley. I'm sorry, Travis Homer, right up to about the 25-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. It's a flag almost every play. I mean, if he could play through it.
Right now, so far, most of them been going through Denver, getting against Denver so far. I don't know what this one is. I didn't catch it.
I mean,
they're
Daniel
talking to Pete Carroll an awful lot.
I wouldn't play through it, Almighty. That's a hard injury to play through when you're pretty much your whole arm is just like, it's dangling. You can't really play through a torn pec. That's a tough injury.
It's very painful, man.
Yeah.
Especially with the way T.J. Watt plays.
I mean, if he could do it, all the credit in the world to him, but that's a really difficult injury to take. And then the penalty's right. Illegal contact, it looks like, on the Denver Broncos.
So that's an automatic first down. It's just
Randy Gregory.
Back-breaking penalty after back-breaking penalties, man. This Denver Bronco team, when they're gonna get an earful from their coach when they get in the locker room at halftime, man. They're going to get an earful, and deservedly so, because this is just sloppy as it can get right now.
It's undisciplined football. You can't have this right now. All these games are really important, and you want to come out here and make a statement, especially if you're a rookie head coach like Nathaniel Hackett. This is not a good way to start your season.
They're showing Jamal Adams getting carted back to the locker room. They're showing Jamal Adams getting carted back to the locker room.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Not looking good.
And there's right there. Randy breaking the news right there. Jamal Adams is doubtful to return. It looks like a lower leg injury. That's not something you want to see. Oh, his ankle. His right ankle twisted when he made that sack on Russell Wilson.
Ooh. Okay, Geno Smith.
It's pissing us off, too. We're not even Broncos fans, and this is ridiculous. Have your football team more disciplined. What's going on, Mitch? How you doing, bro? Geno Smith running the ball up the field, and he's just short of a first down.
Get this giant logo off me.
Yo,
What's up,
don't say
good
that
on
about
you,
Mac.
man.
No,
It
what
looks
the,
good
don't
on
say
you,
that
bro.
about Mac. What is that for? I should put you backstage for saying that.
What are you, Adam now?
Got holding on the play, so it's coming back.
Yeah,
With the penalties already. Stop with the penalties. Phil Hayes, the offensive lineman, left guard.
Well, for Denver, at least that one went against Seattle because that pushes them back further. I mean, making it a further at least field goal attempt. They can hold them here.
This is undisciplined football right here. It's not necessary to do that. The guy's on the ground already. Why are you
Metcalf,
doing that?
poor decision, DK Metcalf. Poor decision.
3 wide receivers up top, Fant going in motion, 1 wide receiver down below. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws over to DK Metcalf. He tries to circle out, goes to the inside. What are you doing, DK? And he takes the ball backwards. DK, why are you not running the other way? Why are you running back into traffic? Come on, DK.
Now we're looking at third and a fucking mile. Looking at third and a mile now, so just get a couple more yards, try to make it an easier field goal attempt, but there are no plays designed for 3rd and 26, folks.
Bro, you're 6'4", 220 pounds. Why are you trying to dance in the backfield? You could truck them. You could truck the defensive back, and you're deciding to dance backwards because you want to try to make a move. Geno Smith takes the snap over the middle, throws over the middle. It looks like that's Dwayne Eskridge with the catch.
No question, we're going to get the field goal unit now. We're not going to see them go for it on 4th and 20.
No way they're going to do that. That would be absolutely ridiculous if they do something like that.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, seriously, what are you doing? You're 6'4", 220 pounds, and you're dancing in the backfield, seeing if you can make a move backwards. Why are you doing that? That doesn't help you. As we got a 48-yard attempt right now by the Seattle Seahawks kicker. 4th and 20. Snaps up, kick is away, and it's right inside the left uprights, and it's good. And the Seattle Seahawks take a 10-3 lead with 7:20 left in the second quarter.
Did you guys pick the Broncos to win? Because I did.
I absolutely did. I had them on my suicide. I picked them on my suicide pool this week.
Oh shit!
They don't just.
So they better get their ass. They better get their act together.
No, that's a Joe Judge special.
Quick out from me.
In honor of 4th and 20. You know I was at the Eagle game for 4th and 26.
You know what? You're right. That's a good idea, Randy.
Yeah. Sure, Joe Judge would really appreciate that one. You know, the only head coach we all know that would take not 1 but 2 quarterback sneaks in his own territory. Yeah, it's so good to actually have a head coach that actually knows how to scheme offenses compared to what we had the past couple of years.
It must be nice. We have a defensive coordinator that does not know how to scheme for anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, he better get himself in shape, or I would not be surprised if they fire him immediately. Yeah, he is. Well, I mean, did you see that New England Patriots offense? Did you see that Patriots offense this past weekend? How trash they looked. And Mac Jones now has got back issues, got back spasms. That team, the New England Patriots are going to have a tough season this year.
That New England Patriot offense just doesn't have enough talent on that offense, man. They just don't. I don't know what else to say. And you ain't got Tom. I mean, I'm no knock on Mac Jones, but you ain't got Tom Brady no more, so you can't get by with subpar talent.
Yo, Randy, for MK Headlines, I'm going to have a big rant. If you want to be on that with me and Further. And speaking of Further.
What up, Further? How you doing, bro?
Yo, sorry about the delay. I just made a victory cheesesteak for tonight. This guy
doesn't need to apologize, brother.
No, you don't need to apologize for that.
Oh, man, what a surprise this game has been.
No doubt.
I don't even have it on right now. I'll put it on in a bit.
Oh, Max, you got to check out. Mac, you got to check out Further's little video he made. He made like about the
Oh wait,
Cowboys
did AK
follies
put
this
it on? Hold on.
last night.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty damn funny.
Wait, did AK actually put it on? Hold on.
No, he didn't.
Fuck!
Bailey Zapp. Can you imagine Bailey Zapp, the quarterback over there in New England? Jeez.
Yeah, but thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it was pretty. It was all right. It could have been funnier. Just was no content to be made.
Dude, Dallas is going to have a rough year.
Yeah,
It's just shaping up the way Dallas is going to have a rough year.
You know, all
That's
That's
their
why
so
I
many
didn't
injuries
draft
this
any
that as an
Dallas players
excuse.
this year.
They lost at least 3 players yesterday, Mac. They lost Curse, their
Yeah.
safety, to an injury, McGovern, one of their offensive linemen, and obviously the Dak Prescott injury. Their offensive line is a mess. And you really think Skip Bayless must have been on something this morning saying that Cooper Rush is going to go out there and he's all of a sudden going to take the Cowboys to the playoffs. Cooper freaking Rush?
I just saw every play
Man,
Cooper
come
Rush
on.
had. He looked awful.
You know he's just saying that for the ratings. That's the only reason. There's no way he actually believes that.
Nobody should be listening to Skip Bayless. Is he even a Cowboys fan or is he just out there for the entertainment purpose of it?
That's
Come
what
on.
Cole thinks. Cole said that he's only there for entertainment.
No, I don't see them trading for Jimmy
No.
G, especially with Trey Lance struggling.
Don't
I think
even
they're gonna.
Hey,
don't
I believe
even
this
think.
is.
You go, Mac. You go. I'll go after.
No, I was just gonna say. I think this is a critical drive for Denver Broncos. They got to do something. No, they got to get down and get some points on the board in this drive, man.
Definitely.
Cannot let Seattle feel any more
So-
better about themselves than they already do.
Did I
One wide
hear
receiver up top, one
they
wide receiver
were
down
booing
below.
Russell Wilson?
Yes, they were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice
that
tackle!
was
Nice
smart.
tackle there by the defensive lineman on Javonte Williams. I
So
believe that.
Randy, you want to be on MK headlines tomorrow?
That's
We can rant about
Jackson.
Jonathan Gannon for an hour.
You see, that's what I like to see. When your quarterbacks or safeties go up there, they do not hesitate and they make the tackle instead of dancing over there, allowing the running back to make their move.
Oh, by the way, Randy, I
Yeah,
think
good
you
contain right there. And he tackled
the.
the legs. You tackle the legs and not try to tackle the body or shoulder them. That's a good job by the cornerback right there, Jackson.
I don't think Russell Wilson is washed.
2 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down
Who said
below.
that?
Russell Wilson takes a shotgun snap,
He
drops
doesn't
back,
think that either. He
throws
just
the
likes
ball short over to Javonte
say
Williams.
little
Williams
funny
taking the
things
ball
like
up, and he picks up at least 8 or 9 yards, and it's about 32 right now as the Denver Broncos, like Mac just said earlier, which he's absolutely freaking right. This is a critical drive right now for the Denver Broncos to try to regain momentum on offense for them.
Yeah,
And
he just
Randy
gotta
is
execute.
not happy.
What's up, Randy?
5:30. Further's going to be on it, maybe.
That's a shock right there.
5:30
No
Eastern,
passes right now to the wide
4:30
receivers.
Going deep. Great fucking. This is exactly.
3 wide receivers up top, two wide receivers down below. The spread offense.
And speak of it, and it comes to fruition. That
Russell
is just
Wilson
what the
takes a
Denver
step
Broncos
back.
needed.
Throws the ball deep, and there it is. Caught Jerry
Exactly.
Jeudy down the field, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy on a 3rd and 2. Big time touchdown pass. Russell Wilson to Jerry Jeudy. 67-yard touchdown pass. And they're 1 point away from tying this game. Mac, damn, you sound like smart. You sound real smart after that play. You called it, and look right there. The 2nd-year wide receiver out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, with the big catch over there.
You know
Yeah,
what?
they
I'm going to have to
definitely
clip
dropped
that.
Third-year wide receiver, my fault. 3rd-year wide receiver out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, who's
I'm
looking
going
to
to have
take
to
that
clip
step
that
forward.
shit.
Just what they needed right there. Russell Wilson throwing his first touchdown pass as a member of the Denver Broncos. And he connected with Jerry Jeudy on a 67-yard bomb.
Damn, that really
He's
hurts
up,
me
and
in
it is
fantasy
good.
right there.
Oh,
You
you
see how
had some.
Jeudy turned the Jets on?
He did. And you know what he did too? He went back to make the catch. He didn't wait for the ball to come to him. He went to get the ball. And I love when wide receivers do that. You notice on some plays, guys, that some wide receivers stand there and wait for the ball to come to them. You as a wide receiver, if it's a little bit short, you go to that ball to make sure that the cornerback or safety does not jump in front of the route to intercept that pass. So I appreciate seeing Jerry Jeudy doing that, coming back to help his quarterback because it looked like it was going to be a little bit short. Good play by Jeudy. As he struggled a lot with injuries last year, but he's looking to take the step forward as that number 1 wide receiver Him or Cortland Sutton, but big play there, right there. Denver Broncos needed that.
Little off topic. I just took
My
the Monday Night
stream
Raw
doesn't
and see
work on
Johnny
ESPN for some
Johnny
odd reason.
Gargano with his debut match on Raw.
Yo, what is going on with the NFL streams, dude? I was just talking to Philly Sports Rap, and he was streaming games yesterday too. Like legally, we're even talking paying for this stuff, and like the NFL is just horrible on streams right now.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what up,
Dude, it's
Best
just
Time? Make sure you
freezing
like
up.
and subscribe to everyone here. And make sure you subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network as well. And go check out Further's new video, Try Not to Laugh, the Dallas Cowboy edition.
The CWE is one of my subs. He always comments on some of my stuff. One of a very, very loyal subscriber I've had. I do my Nets videos and my Giants videos. If you have not already, CWE, sub up to my guys all around here. Mac the Giants fan, Further AM, Mitch Kofsky. They also do some excellent work on there on their YouTube content. Mac the Giants fan, rock it out with some of that great New York Giants content. Further AM, one of the best when it comes to those highlight videos for the Philadelphia Eagles. And Mitch Kofsky, always rocking out with that Eagles, 76ers, as well as some Philadelphia Phillies type of content. So I appreciate everybody, the four right now watching in the stream. Thank you so much for coming by the Monday Night Football watch along. We appreciate you guys coming here. As right now, the Denver Broncos on a big 67-yard touchdown pass from Russell Wilson to Jerry Jeudy tie up this game 10-10. And let's see how the Seattle Seahawks are going to respond as they're about to come back out on offense. As we got ourselves a game, fellas. We got ourselves a game.
Yeah, I was watching the Giants game on the Fox app yesterday Further, and I was having a little bit of issues with it too. It was doing a lot of buffering and
yeah, dude, the buffer, like it just loads and loads and loads, and I gotta restart it. And I got cable, so I'm like paying for the stream, so I'm not doing like a legal website or anything. It's legal. I don't get it. I'm not the only one though.
Yeah, that's how I was. I was on the Fox app, and I definitely the same thing. I got cable too, so that shit's paid for. So I don't know why it wasn't working like as smooth as it should have.
Right.
You gotta wonder if the Amazon one starts too. The Amazon app, when they start that streaming, the Seahawks down at the 20 at the end zone, they're gonna be starting at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they know people want to watch the NFL. We're hungry this year, man.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Been starving all year for football.
This division is going to be so much fun to watch. In this game Thursday night, you got the Chiefs and how good they looked on offense going up against the Chargers. I mean, you want to talk about a game on Thursday. That game is going to be fire.
So, what's going to be the Thursday night football coming up?
Chiefs and Cardinals.
Geno Smith making the play over there.
Really?
Nice little touch pass to Will Disney. He's picking up 3 or 4 yards. Second down and 6.
Oh, man, that's going to be a good game. The Chargers are going to the Chiefs.
And, guys, if you want to watch that is only going to be on the Hardcore Sports Network. It's a Hardcore Sports Network exclusive every Thursday night football with me, Jeff, Further, Randy, and AK. I'll try to do it.
If Mac, you want to hop on with us too? You can, bro. You know you're always.
I gotta work Thursday night, so by the time I get off of work, it'll probably be like the third or fourth quarter.
Wait, the singer.
By then, you just want to relax when you get off.
Nice run there by Rashad Penny.
My time.
Good tackle by Darby. I thought he was gonna break free of that.
I completely understand that.
Another flag. Who's the flag on this time?
Wait, PNB Rock just got. Oh my
God! Denver, another flag on Denver's defense. That's like
Denver
5 or 6
Broncos
penalties.
Denver Broncos defense is just getting penalized the entire first half, man.
This is ridiculous.
I would not want to be them in the locker room at halftime.
That was one thing I hated working at Cold Stone. I wouldn't get home till like 12:30, and I cannot like settle down to go to bed for like the next like 3 hours.
Wait, Cold Stone? Did you ever sing that song? Like, thank you for the tip?
No, I never memorized any of those songs. I just mumbled like I was.
Well,
I let all the girls do the singing.
What's going on, Randy?
Randy.
Man.
We got one wide receiver down below. You got to think that Seattle is eventually going to take a deep shot here. You got to think they're going to take a deep shot eventually. That was a bad pass by Geno Smith as he overthrew Rashad Penny there on 2nd and 10.
You know what I just realized? Do you guys want a countdown for premium takes?
Oh,
For right
mean-
now, probably don't need to worry about it right now because premium takes is we're having a lot of scheduling conflicts now, partly due to myself with my work schedule.
Gotcha. Okay, just let me know. I'll gladly make one. Did you see Jeff's yet?
No,
I made Jeff's today, AK's and mine.
we got
2 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver up top. Geno Smith takes the snap, rolls out, tries to throw a ball over the left, and a catch over there. Did he keep his feet in bounds? Marquise Goodwin with a first down catch. Nice toe tap there.
that's right. They have Goodwin. That's right.
We're kind of maxed out with our stuff on there though, like the backgrounds and the video clips and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They're
put them
maxed
on.
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them on the Google hard drive or the what is it called further?
Google Drive.
Google Drive. Yeah, so we'll always have it, and then you guys can always delete like the clips. Further has them on his computer.
Yeah, I'm good, dude. We could put whatever.
Geno
so we
Smith
could
rolls
delete
out
them
to his right.
I deleted one of my intros yesterday.
Toss pass over
I
and another
deleted one of
first
mine,
down.
too,
The
and I deleted
Seattle
the countdown
Seahawks,
and
the
another
Seattle
one
Seahawks
on.
offense is looking great right now. Look at that Jacob Hollister that just caught a first down now. Their offense is moving the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, Geno Smith is playing well. I just put a waiver claim in for him.
You might have to at this point. He's
No,
like 15 or 16.
I did have to, literally. It
Yeah.
was him or Jacoby Brissett, and I just said, I'll go with Geno.
You know what I just realized? Boys for Life needs another quarterback. I traded him Tua, so he only has that. He doesn't have Dak Prescott anymore.
I
lost
realized
Dak
that. I was
Prescott
like,
last night as
"Ooh."
well.
Damn,
I
that's
lost
right.
Dak
Dak is
Prescott,
out,
too.
dude. You can't use. Damn.
And
he
I'm in
was-
one league. I'm in a 2 quarterback league, and
Dude.
I lost Dak Prescott last night. So I need.
He was
to
making
pick
fun
somebody
of
else
me
up.
because I drafted AJ Brown in the 2nd round. He's like,
Wow.
"Yeah, you're that stupid idiot that drafted AJ Brown." I ended up getting 25 plus points on AJ Brown.
Wow.
Who's
And then
stupid
that
now?
just happened.
We're about to see
I'll
one
just
more receiver up
listen to
top,
other
1 wide
league
receiver
too,
down below.
but I
Geno
lost
Smith takes the
both.
snap, rolls the
Wow.
ball over, and touchdown! Seahawks over the middle to Parkinson. I think it's Parkinson. Touchdown Seahawks! Colby
This Denver
Parkinson,
Bronco defense,
25-yard touchdown, and the Seahawks regain the lead, 16-10.
This Bronco
what's
defense needs to get their heads out their fucking ass, man. They're
Absolutely.
What up,
looking
Seabrook?
absolute shit
Seabrook,
right
how about
now.
that Giants? How about that Giants game? You know, he's going to be getting on your case again. You know
What's
how
going
Seabrook
on,
is with you,
Eric?
Matt?
Man, what's going on, man? Things are looking a little more up right now, man. But still, we got to still see some more consistency. See them put a few together, man. But at the same time, y'all keep calling me out, man. Keep calling me out on it, man. I'm gonna just keep saying what I say. Y'all keep calling me out, and hopefully things will work out. You know. But we still got a big mountain to climb, bro.
Can I say something real quick?
No.
It depends. What are you going to say?
It's just news about TJ. It just broke.
What, Higgins?
No, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt.
Oh.
It says star TJ Watt is still gathering additional options, but the belief is his pectoral tear will require surgery and is not season-ending. Sources tell me that at Rap Sheet, his exam return date depends on the healing process, but it could be before the end of October.
Okay,
That's
that's
great.
good news for the Steelers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. A torn pec in only about a month? When you
Like
tear
he-
your pec, that's like a 6 to 9 month injury.
Hey, what happened with Watt's injury?
That's what we're talking
just
about.
said it was a
Oh,
torn
okay,
pec.
yeah, all right, I'm just making. Yeah, all right.
Hey, normal guy said, what is up, further?
Yo, what's up, normal guy?
No,
Double guy, baby.
Geno Smith. Geno freaking Smith.
Turning
Look
back
at
the
this.
clock. Saying I'm playing
Like-
back in high school in
What?
football.
17 for 18 with 2 touchdown passes and over 130
Yeah.
yards.
I just
That's
put a waiver claim in for
unbelievable.
him. Shit, I wish I already had him on the damn team.
He's
Yo,
efficient
where
as
can you
hell.
find the transactions? Like who picked up who? Can you find that?
What are you talking about?
Are you talking about the NFL, the fantasy?
Fantasy is in our league. How do you find it?
It's in the home, our fantasy home, the very front page. It shows all the transactions made between each other.
Oh, I'm on my phone. God damn it.
Well, you probably need to do it on the computer.
This
You
is
can still
why,
do it on your phone.
this
Where
is
on your
why you
phone?
gotta say the NFL
Oh, I
is
got it,
an
I got it,
open
I got it.
book. Anything can happen in the NFL, and you don't want to talk about schedule because any team that you say could be a win, that team can go out there and shock the hell out of you and pull out a victory. Did anybody expect the Chicago Bears to beat the 49ers?
I did not.
No,
I did
and they
not.
did.
That was one.
Did anybody expect the Texans to tie the Colts?
No.
No, and they did.
Yo,
Anything's possible.
gotta-
Hey, nobody was picking the Giants to pick the Titans, and what did they do? They
Nope.
beat them.
What
Myself
about that
included.
pick 'em?
Yeah,
You know
no,
Someone
no.
how-
trade me. I want DJ Moore off
Me
my
too,
roster.
Matt.
Someone
Me
trade
too.
me.
what
7 for
happens
10.
on that pick'ems when you pick, say, the Colts over
Look
the
at
Texans
Geno
and there's
Smith.
no way to do ties?
17 for 18, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions so far. Look at that efficiency. He's almost got 200 yards passing in the first half.
Yeah.
Got to give the dude credit.
Geno Smith?
And the funny thing about it, Tyler Lockett has barely even been involved in this offense, and he's off to a great start. And Metcalf really hasn't done a whole lot either. He's spreading
He's
that
been
ball
working it
around.
with his tight ends. He's been totally working it
Absolutely.
with his tight ends.
That's the best thing to do. What's the most friendly position for a quarterback, especially a quarterback learning this offense when he's the new starter? Get the ball to your tight ends. That's exactly what Geno Smith is doing, and it's working right now.
Yep.
And good job by their offensive coordinator because they're doing some good design plays to get their players open. Mitch, normal guy says, "Bay Bay."
What is up, man?
This is interesting. See how Denver's going to respond after that. Their defense is getting torched right now. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Williams in the backfield. Hands the ball off to Williams. Williams breaks on the left side. And
Let's
he's going to
go.
be just at least a half-yard shy. Maybe he got over the first down marker. We're just about to hit the 2-minute warning right now for the Denver Broncos as they're looking to try to see if they can put up some points and try to cut this lead either down to 4 or maybe possibly get the game-tying touchdown before the half.
Who had the ball first, Jeff? I can't remember.
I believe Seattle did. Yes,
Yeah.
Seattle had the ball first because
Okay, so
Denver deferred.
So this is big too. Denver can get down here and get a score. They get the ball back after halftime. It could be. I don't know. Denver, they need to figure something out. This defense is just looking not like the Denver Bronco defense that we know.
No. And the quick passes right now by Seattle, it's hurting that Denver's defense. The fact of the matter is, guys, Denver's playing undisciplined football. If I was Nathaniel Hackett, when we go into that locker room, I would be screaming my ass off right now and be like, you guys better get fucking more disciplined right now. Get out there and stop with the damn penalties. They're undisciplined right now. They're committing too many penalties out there,
penalties are
especially on the
killing them.
defensive side of the ball. You cannot win football games when you're playing this undisciplined football out there for your team. And that's
Yep.
exactly what Denver's
Scary.
doing. It's ridiculous.
I need Javonte Williams to pop off the second half. I'll tell you that.
You know, he's actually had a pretty good start to his game so far.
I'm losing in fantasy by 3 points, and I need him to pop off.
I already
And-
lost.
When we get into the halftime, what we're going to be doing for the halftime, we're going to recap some of the games that we like. You know, so we're going to go over some of the games that happened this past weekend, including some of the games that are actually stunning victories. Some of the players actually stepped up in their first game this season, and some of the players that sort of stepped aside, as well as we're going to go over some of the injuries, the key injuries that happened around the league for the first week, and maybe we'll start previewing some of the games for week 2, some key games going forward for the week 2 NFL season. So far, I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to the Seattle Seahawks team. They're coming out fired up,
Right.
disciplined. The offense is coming out playing efficient right now. The defense is struggling a little bit. I mean, Denver has been able to move the ball up and down at least, but the Seattle Seahawks offense is coming out cooking. And you know what? Everybody was crapping on Geno Smith. Like, Geno Smith, really, probably the worst quarterback right now in the league. And what has he done so far? 17 for 18, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns right now. Great efficiency out there. Got to give credit to him where credit is due.
Gino definitely looks sharp, man. I mean, he at the end of the day, he is a vet. He is a veteran. He's been around a lot, so he's seen a lot of defenses. Seen not really nothing he hasn't seen. And right now, he is absolutely just torching this fucking Denver Broncos defense.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's crazy
absolutely.
stuff.
Come on, Russ. Start cook.
Dude, I tell you right now, all the Eagles fans on Twitter are all commenting saying Geno Smith's showing more heart than the Cowboys.
He really is. What the hell
Well,
heart
guess
the
what?
Cowboys show? Wilson takes the snap over the middle, toss the ball, and it looks like a short pass over to Javonte Williams, and he's going to pick up the first down with a hard run over there. After a
Well, I
nice
think-
soft touch pass from Russell Wilson to Javonte Williams as they're approaching midfield, hurrying up the ball. They still have 3 timeouts left, so they can take their time a little bit.
One of the
Nice
biggest
little
problems
touch
for the Cowboys last night is the fact that Tampa Bay didn't even play a good, clean game necessarily, and they still kicked
No, they didn't.
the Cowboys' ass.
Someone
they
just
didn't.
tweeted out Geno's tossing touchdowns to the guys Dak got excuses for.
Russell Wilson tried to quarterback sneak up the middle, and the Seattle Seahawks were able to stop him to at least about a 1 or 2 yard gain for the Seahawks. Second and 8 right now, just about at midfield.
No timeouts. They haven't called one yet.
No, they're really holding on to their timeouts. I mean, you figure they would just maybe call at least one timeout, try to get their self-discipline. But no, they're going with the hurry-up offense right now. We just got 1 minute left in the first half. Denver's right now at their 45-yard line on their own side of the field. Russell Wilson takes the snap. He's struggling, goes over to the left side of the field, throws the ball downfield, and did he keep his feet in bounds? And KJ Hamler keep his feet inside the bounds? No, out of bounds.
He did not.
Yeah.
Almost with a toe tap by KJ Hamler, but he couldn't keep his feet inside. And it's 3rd and 8 right now for the Denver Broncos. You have to wonder what the decision is right now. If they're going to maybe try to run the ball, I assume they're going to still try to keep playing aggressive right here. I mean, you should.
With
still
3
got 3
timeouts,
timeouts
make the
left.
priority is getting the first down. Make
Yeah.
the priority getting the first down and moving the chains.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You got 3
Absolutely.
timeouts.
He calls a
Don't get
timeout.
cute here. Yeah, don't get cute here.
Russell Wilson, 8 for 12 right now, 166 yards and a touchdown so far in this first half.
Why is it a
Denver
doubleheader
is
next
taking
week
the
on
first
Monday
half.
night?
Yeah, that was weird. There's a doubleheader tomorrow Monday night. That was an odd choice.
Tennessee gets Buffalo, too, after losing to the New York Giants yesterday. Follow up with a game going to Buffalo for Monday Night Football. Good luck.
Tennessee at Buffalo, and you got another big game. The Minnesota Vikings versus the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to be a big game on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
How about two of the perennial powerhouses in the NFC?
Let's see how defense plays.
And
You
soft
guys
to
gotta
the
stop
baby
the
shit,
run.
Jonathan Gannon.
I
You
know
guys gotta
that
stop
run
the
defense
run.
better play better. That run defense better play
Exactly.
better.
Yeah, they got gashed. DeAndre Swift was having his way against that run defense, and
Wow.
Jamal Williams too.
That's
Well,
Russell Wilson keeping the play alive. And
48
Third and
seconds
8,
remaining.
3 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Williams in the backfield.
Nice.
Shotgun snap. Russell Wilson takes the snap, struggles out, rolls out to the field, throws the ball over the middle, and first down catch to Cortland Sutton as he gets into Seattle Seahawks territory and runs to at least about the 25-yard line. Nice improvisation by Russell Wilson and gets the ball to Cortland Sutton as he makes his first big catch for about 40-plus yards over
You
there.
think they'll tie the
getting to
game by
territory.
half? I think they'll tie the game by half.
I think they got a good opportunity right here.
Yeah,
got a
they got
chance.
plenty of time to do it.
38 seconds, 2 timeouts. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
just gotta settle
inside
down.
the
Right there.
30-yard line.
48.
2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Russell Wilson takes the snap, throws the ball. He's going for it all. Throws the ball to the end zone, and it should have been picked off.
Quandre Diggs should have took that.
Roderick Diggs should have picked that ball up. Bad decision there.
Basket.
Bad decision there by Russell Wilson, unless the wide receiver cut off the route, and Diggs should have caught that. That's that. I know it's a tough catch over your shoulder, but you still got to catch that for your defender.
Right through his
Oh,
bread
man.
basket.
That's why they're D-backs and not wide receivers, man.
Mhm.
Exactly. You got to make that catch.
Oh,
have to make that
big
catch.
time. Seattle. That's what I'm talking. This Seattle team is fired up, man. I love it. I love
2
it.
wide
I
receivers
really
up
love
top, 1 wide receiver down below. Williams
Russ
in the backfield,
sack.
shotgun snap. Russell Wilson takes the snap. And look at that, up the middle, and there's a sack by the Seahawks. I think that was Schofield.
I think we jinxed it there further.
You know, that was a great pursuit by
No,
the
I just asked a
linebacker.
question.
57. You saw how he cut
I
inside?
jinxed it.
He went right into that hole, saw the hole in the middle of the field. The offensive line couldn't react enough, and there's the sack right over there in the middle. Barton with the sack.
Hey, what's the time on the clock?
26
got
seconds.
26 seconds right now.
Oh, good. I finally got ESPN to work. I'm caught up. Sweet.
Denver's got one timeout left, 3rd and 18. You have to wonder now if they might play a little conservative and just go for the field goal. It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense right now. You don't want to take any chances.
Probably the safer move, but get a kicker a little bit, make it a little easier for the kicker.
Yeah.
That's true.
Try to run it with Williams.
Yeah, try to run it with Williams either up on the outside and just try to at least get a little bit closer to that field goal range to make it easier for your kicker to make it.
Or a halfback screen up the backfield.
They could get to, they got they have 2 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver up top, Williams in the backfield, shotgun snap,
like
Wilson
that
takes
play.
the
That
snap,
was a good
shovel
play.
pass over there to Williams, and he's going to at least pick up a little the yardage that they lost on the sack and a couple more. As right now the Broncos are getting into field goal range to at least cut this lead
they're
down
gonna do
to
a
down to
timeout.
4.
Down to 3 seconds. I guess they're going to go field goal on this.
They have to. It would be poor
A
decision
touchdown,
to go
a
for
touchdown would have been better. Would have been better, but at the same time, still put some points on the board. Go in the locker room, clean up these mistakes, come back out here and start attacking in the third quarter, man. After the half.
Yep.
Because
Put it
And
right down
that's
the
if
throat.
they make this field goal. Let's just see that.
Hey.
Hey, well, you saw what happened during the Steelers and the Bengals game.
I
The
saw it
Broncos
happen in
won
the
in the
Giants
Giants
and
game.
the
Holy
Titans game
crap.
too.
Yeah, I was literally telling Mitch the other night that Mac and Jeff were probably praying to God they missed that field goal, and they missed it.
You have no idea, bro. You have no idea.
Jeff, you were probably
Yep.
jumping up now, going, "Yes!"
I was.
Well, they time to call timeout.
Oh, they're trying to ice the kicker. No, I was yelling so loud. I went to go visit my family. I was yelling so loud that my mom said that the neighbors might think that there's a killing going on outside. I was yelling that loud. I was screaming that loud from like every play that was happening. I was going nuts with the Barkley run, with Shepard's touchdown, the missed kick. I mean, come on. As Giant fans, can we at least be happy? We have to celebrate a victory for the first time in our first week. So it's our second time we've actually been 1-0 to start a season in like the past 10 years. We're overdue for some excitement in our first week.
Who you guys against
6
next
years.
week?
We got the Carolina Panthers. Home
Oh.
opener. We got 3 straight at home.
Well, that's a way
Nice.
better matchup than the Titans. Y'all should have that win.
Snap is up, kick is up, 40-yard kick, and it is good. As we go into
Carolina
halftime right
played
now,
horrible yesterday.
Seattle Seahawks lead the Denver Broncos by the score of 17-13. Good job there by Seattle. Denver, you better come out more disciplined.
But
because your
the
defense was
Panthers,
ass.
the Panthers lost to the Browns this week, and the Panthers were projected to win. So
Well, I don't think they should have been. I really didn't understand that. I didn't get
either.
why they were favored in that game. Because to me, the Cleveland Browns, sure, Deshaun Watson is going to be suspended for a good bit of chunk of this year, but overall, that's still a pretty good damn football team.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Know why Carolina was just because of Deshaun Watson? That's why they weren't favored. That's just ridiculous to me.
Going
but
into
that's-
halftime, fellas, let's talk about it. Since we're at halftime right now, let's talk about some of the games that happened this weekend. I'm going to go around all you guys, and we'll come back to me at the end. I want every single one of you guys, starting with Mac, then Mitch, then Randy, and then over to Further. What was the game this week that caught your interest and like one of the most exciting games so far this weekend, other than your team? Mac, start with you, bro.
Well, for me, it's going to sound weird, but I actually really, really enjoyed that Detroit Lion Eagle game yesterday, man. It was
Gee, I wonder why.
it was a good game. I mean, I love to see all those points getting scored on the board. Man, it was put a lot of points on the board. But it was just interesting. I mean, because the Detroit Lions are like one of those teams where they just can't seem to find a way to get the win. You know what I mean? But they're like better than what their record indicates. You know what I mean? Like last year, to me, their record said they were 3 and whatever the hell they were. I don't know. But they were clearly a better football team than that record said. It was just this team can't figure out. They just gotta now. They gotta figure out a way to actually close out games and win football games. I mean, they gave you guys everything you can handle, but you guys at the end, the Eagles proved that they're the better football team. Came out with the win. You know what I mean? As they were supposed to, but. It was just interesting to see that was just a fun game to watch for me yesterday because it started going back and forth. I love watching games where you're getting a good, strong, hard nosed run game. You got that on from both teams yesterday. Eagles, all three, your running backs got into the end zone. Your quarterback got into the end zone. The DeAndre Swift was running pretty wild on you guys as well, obviously. So it was a fun game to watch, not just because they kept it so close and almost beat you guys. At the end of the day, they didn't beat you, so that's what all that matters. That should matter to you guys as Eagle fans. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
still got the win on the road. But Detroit, man, they're gonna be a fun team to watch, man. They're gonna be a surprisingly fun team to watch all season.
And you
Yes,
know what's
sir.
crazy is historically, I mean, besides last year, of course, with that great victory we had against the Lions have literally been dominating us since 2015 all the way to Chip Kelly. We just could not figure out a way to literally beat the Lions.
Mhm.
Every
Well, that's
single
always-
year. It was ridiculous. And if you want to go on that, I'd say that the Lions, all they need is just a little bit more work on their defense, just a little bit more, and they could have a run to the playoffs easily. They have the offense now. You saw it. We all saw it. They can get the points up, no problem, especially against a defense like ours. I was really shocked. They have the running back to do it in Swift. They got the wide receiver, and they have quarterback off. So, yeah, and who doesn't like a high-scoring NFL game? It's fun to watch.
Mhm. Well, Mitch, what do you think? What was your game that besides the Eagles game that you really were interested, like that caught your eye? I think Mitch might have stepped away. I'll go over. We'll get back to you, Mitch. Randy, what was the game besides the Eagles game that caught your eye, bro? That really got you excited?
Well, yeah, not so much excited, but it definitely caught my eye was when we did our pregame there. A lot of people were kind of, oh, well, Dougie P kind of knows Carson Wentz and it's got Carson Wentz's number, and the Commanders should lose this, and Jacksonville come out, and then Carson Wentz comes out and goes 27 of 41 for 313 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, and they got the dub, and the rest is history. So it's like I was definitely intrigued to see that. Again, it doesn't matter who the coach is; it's the players on the field, and any given Sunday.
What about you, Further? What was that game that really got you excited besides that Eagles game? Like got you pumped up and you're like, this is a damn good football game.
Well, mine split. Mine was kind of just like a shocker to me was that Packers were favored against the Vikings, and as you saw, well, the Vikings destroyed the Packers, and the one that really was a good game to watch. That another one just blew my mind. I just kept scratching my head. Was the Bengals versus the Steelers game? Right off the bat, Joe Burrow throws a pick six. I'm like, and I have him on my fantasy, so I'm like, everyone was like, "Oh man, Joe Burrow's gonna have another great year. Joe Burrow, you'd be surprised, is gonna be the next great thing in the NFL for years to come." And after, I'm sure he still might be, but that game, he looked awful.
I mean, everybody's gonna have games like that from time to time, though. So that happens to the best of them, man.
Mitch, are you back? Are you back? Are you still not there?
I'm here. I was just watching some stuff.
Okay. Well, what was your game besides the Eagles game, Mitch? That was like one of those games that caught your interest and something that you just couldn't take your eyes away, like one of those exciting football games for you.
Let's see here. Texans and the Colts.
That's a good one.
I mean, come on now. Did you guys really expect the Texans to do that? No, I didn't. I did not.
No, absolutely not.
For me, I've got to pick that one. That's that. And,
you know what? Kudos to Lovie Smith, what he did with that team. Kudos to Lovie Smith. I mean, he got that young team fired up, and they really had an opportunity to to pull out that victory. You got to give credit though to the Colts being able to come back and at least tying that game, at least sending it to overtime. But
How about the fact that we were 4 seconds away from having 2 ties on opening day, man.
Right.
On week 1, man.
That would have
that's
been nuts.
crazy.
2 ties. That would have been
And-
crazy.
I'm gonna say it too. I'm gonna eat crow right here. It's only 1 week, but I really thought the New York Jets were gonna be a better team than what they showed at MetLife Stadium this Sunday. I mean, they were an out-and-out disaster, dropping passes, committing penalties. Joe Flacco looking like a statue out there.
I think
I mean,
that
they
has a lot
looked
to
as
do with it, though.
undisciplined.
Joe Flacco's not the guy, man. I think
No.
I was close.
they would have been benefited more by going with Mike White. You know what I mean? He showed a little something last year, and he had a really solid preseason again as well. And
Yeah.
I just think you're forcing the issue with Joe Flacco based off of the experience factor. And I mean, I get it. He won a Super Bowl. That was many, many moons ago now, man. Joe Flacco is not the answer. He's not the guy. He needs to hang it up. He doesn't have it anymore.
No.
It's just I think that hurt them more than anything. I think Mike White would have gave them a much better chance yesterday. Obviously, when they can get Zach Wilson back, I think they'll be okay going forward. Their biggest problem, I think, is going to the fact that they're looking up at Buffalo Bills, which you pretty much have no chance in that division going up against the Buffalo Bills, and the Miami Dolphins would say are probably a better football team right now too.
They had a nice showing too. They had a nice showing too, Miami, with a 20-3 victory over the Patriots. I mean,
think once they get Zach Wilson back in the lineup, I think they'll be a little better going forward.
I agree. But now, as we're about to close out week 1, and we're just a few days over, moving over to week 2. I want to know, Randy, further, Mitch, besides the Eagles game, and Mac, for you and I, besides the Giants game, what game in week 2 are you guys looking forward to the most? It gets gets you most excited. You're like, I got to sit down. I can't get up too much. I got to sit on that couch or that chair, and I got to make sure I watch every single second of this game because it's going to be fire out there.
I need
Check
to
the
Mac, we'll
little
start with
week
you,
2
bro.
slate. Gotta check the full week 2 slate, man. I'm not
Chargers and Chiefs, probably. That's one of them.
the Chargers and Chiefs, 100%, 1,000%.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a main event title. That's a prize fight right there, man. Like that should be Sunday night football, Monday night football, not fucking Thursday night. That should be
I
should
agree.
be Sunday night or Monday night right there, man. That's going to be a game for the ages, man.
They need to flex the Monday night or the Sunday nighter for that one. They need to put the Thursday night game, the Bears versus the Packers, and they need to put that one for the Sunday nighter.
I agree.
Yo, Boys for Life just uploaded his video. Dallas Cowboys stink it up. Dak Prescott out.
I mean, they're going to have a rough season, but I got a couple of other games out there that might be pretty solid. What about the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the New Orleans Saints? Tom Brady going against New Orleans, where he just cannot find a way to beat that team. And where's he going to be this Sunday? Down there in New Orleans at 1 o'clock. So is Tom Brady going to be able to go down there in New Orleans and finally find a way to beat that team? Because for some reason, if there's one team right now lately that has the kryptonite against Tom Brady, it's those guys down in Louisiana, the New Orleans
Something
Saints.
about that damn Superdome in general, man. It's just
He
hard
hates
to
it.
go play, man.
He hates it. He
Kryptonite.
can't ever
For
get a
anybody.
victory there.
I mean,
I'm also excited for that Cards Raider game too. That's going to be an interesting game. They both came off an L, so they're both going to be hungry.
Did you guys know there's 2 Monday night football games?
Yeah.
I did not know. So it's going to be Titans and the Bills. That's going to be really interesting at the Bills.
Bills are going
I
to.
think,
Yeah.
I think,
And
I think
then-
the Bills are going to smash them.
I'm going to have to say
Yeah.
the Bears and Packers primetime game is very interesting on Sunday night.
those are always fun games, man. Bears
They're
and Packers,
rivals.
the oldest rivalry in football, right there. That's the oldest
Right.
rivalry.
Who's
in the
going to
NFL.
catch the ball for Mr. Aaron Rodgers?
Can you guys imagine if the Bears start 2-0 and the Packers
Wow.
start 0-2? How everybody's going to be flipped upside down? You imagine that dynamic right there? Everybody's saying the Bears could be a top 3 pick in the NFL draft in 2023,
Wow.
and the
And
Packers might be one of the teams representing the NFC, and you have that
Wow.
dynamic right there. The Bears are
Could you-
2-0, and the Packers are 0-2. It could happen. That
Yeah,
Packers
I
team was
can't
not
wait to do
impressive.
these NFL pick'ems. This week's going to really split us all apart.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I think also another was
Me and Mac are still going to be at the top, so that's all that matters. So
Well, y'all are both. Did you know, Mac, you're number 2 in the pick'ems, man?
I didn't even go back and check it.
Yeah, dude, you're
Damn.
number 2. You got all your picks right, practically.
You want to know where I am? You want to know
one.
where I am? I'm 14th. I'm tied for 14th right now on the pick 'em. That's how good I know how to pick games. I'm going up the rear.
You're gonna move up because there's like what 6 people tied for 8th.
Oh, don't you say that. I'm probably gonna go further down now.
And there's there's 4 people tied for 14th. So it goes from 3rd to 8th to 14th. So.
Mm.
If I had a little more confidence in my own damn team, I could be maybe a little better. Maybe I could be number 1.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but I really think the Giants have a chance to beat the Panthers this week.
I think we should. I take that back. We should. It's not we should. It's a winnable game. And the next 3 games are
where
winnable
is it?
for the
Yeah,
Giants.
and it's at
It's in MetLife.
Yeah, you got home field advantage. The Panthers just lost to the Browns. Like, come on. I'm
Baker Mayfield.
I'm going to pick the Giants on this one.
Mm. Now, I got something for you guys, too. Before we start the second half of this game, what do you think is the key for both these teams to be able to pull off the victory? First with the Broncos, then with the Seattle Seahawks before we kick it off in the second half for Monday Night Football debut.
Can I start off?
Oh, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say we need to see DK on the Seattle Seahawks. Geno to D. We're not seeing enough of it, and that's their number 1. So. Let's see it. Yeah. And then on the other hand, we need, Russell Wilson to be that quarterback. We haven't seen him. He's showing it there in that second half, especially that last drive. But we need to see it in the second half. And, we've seen Wilson, he's definitely a second half quarterback. So let's just continue to watch and see Wilson come out and shock everyone. And Wilson should get the victory, but you never know.
Almighty. One game at a time, my friend. Let's not talk about playoffs yet. One game at a time. Let's not talk about playoffs with the Giants yet. Let's get one win at a time, please.
The Commanders face the Lions, man, at Detroit. So if the if the Vikings beat us and the Giants beat the Panthers, I'm seeing the Giants might take the lead here in the NFC East next week.
Oh man, if that happens,
it's a possibility, man. But we got to wait and see how that plays out first. I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not prepared to go there quite yet. Let's see how it plays out.
Oh, what a hit! Oh, with a kickoff, and he just took him out with a shoulder tackle. Wow, what a hit. He made that dude spin after he hit him with the shoulder. This DJ Dallas. Look at that hit. That's how you make a hit on special teams.
Yesterday's action, man. How good was it to see Michael Thomas get 2 touchdowns yesterday, man?
After Michael being Thomas put the league on notice.
After being off for damn near 2 years, almost.
And the league know that he's still a damn good player.
And number 1 draft pick Trayvon Walker had a sack and interception. Kid looking like he deserved to be the number 1 overall pick that so many people question. Why him
what pursuit there by Seattle.
Dude. Boys for Life right now, I'm watching the video. He's going off.
I mean, would you be happy if you're a Cowboys fan? I wouldn't. Is that last run by the Denver Broncos?
He's really
Melvin Gordon actually lost about 3 or 4 yards. Good run defense there by the Seahawks in pursuit of the Melvin Gordon on the outside. One wide receiver up top, one wide receiver down below. Russell Wilson takes the snap, hands the ball off to Melvin Gordon, and he runs up the middle for at least about 6 or 7 yards, giving them at least about a 3rd or 5. At least he's able to pick up some yardage to get him at least in a closer position to get a first down.
Bring in Javonte Williams, please. Touches.
I hope Nathaniel Hackett went in there and he gave these guys a licking. Like he really lit into these guys and made sure to let them know not to be undisciplined going in the second half. Third and 4 right now. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Russell Wilson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, throws the ball down the field. It's a first down to Cortland Sutton. Looks like about a 15 to 20-yard gain there by Russell Wilson to Cortland Sutton, as Sutton is now making his impact in this game. Nice little route there, running to the outside and hugging the sidelines for that catch over there for the 6'4", 200-plus pound wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a good receiver.
He is. He's a damn good receiver. One wide receiver up top, two wide receivers down below. Williams in the backfield, shotgun snap. Russell Wilson takes the snap, throws the ball over to the right side, and there's a 4 or 5 yard gain, a big shoulder tackle there on Cortland Sutton by Jackson, knocking him out of bounds.
Ooh,
A second
big
and 4.
hit. Big
Big
hit.
hit.
But Sutton
Man.
popped right back up.
Boys is talking about getting rid of Kellen Mond, I think his name is.
Oh, wow. I think OC.
2nd and 3 right now for the Denver Broncos as they're just at about the 46-yard line on their own side of the field. Cortland Sutton making his presence now with a couple of nice catches on this drive, on the opening drive in the second half.
They're going with
Jerry
Melvin
Jeudy
Gordon
down
as the
below.
back.
Jerry Jeudy down below. Sutton in motion. Throws toss over there to Melvin Gordon. Nice block over there by the tight end back. And he springs over for a first down. Good blocking on the outside by the tight end Beck. Being able to spring Gordon over there. What's going on, Deala? You guys have not already, make sure you go check out his channel as well. Deala New York Giants does some awesome content over there for the New York Giants too. Another great New York Giants content creator. Thank you very much for coming by the stream. Let's go, New York Giants, man. And I hope you're enjoying your
Deala?
Oh, I know it back to it. I'll bring it back.
One wide receiver up top, two wide receivers down below. Melvin Gordon, 6 rushes for 37 yards, 6.2 rush per carry right now. Toss over there to the side to Javonte Williams, and he's able to at least muscle for at least a couple of yards there on first down. Second down at about 8 right now for the Broncos, as they're trying to march them down the field to try to be able to at least cut this lead down to 1 or possibly take the lead. Sutton is getting open. Go ahead, Mac.
No, I said I think you got to get in the end zone right now and really assert your will, man. Like, oh boy.
Yeah, it's a good job by the Broncos right now trying to get Sutton involved. It's gonna be a tough division, man. Either way, Sutton down below, Jerry Jeudy up top, Javonte Williams in the backfield takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, throws the ball over, and there's absolutely nobody around the field. Closest player to the ball was Cortland Sutton. Looks like we might have delay in game there on the Denver Broncos. Still undisciplined football. Still more undisciplined football by the Denver Broncos. You cannot have a delay of game coming out of the half this early in the first drive. You can't have it. You can't have it.
Nope.
It's undisciplined football. 8 penalties for 76 yards right now on the Broncos. Seattle Seahawks have 2 penalties for 15 yards. You wonder why the Seahawks are winning the game right now. There you go. 8 penalties right now by the Denver Broncos. Undisciplined football right now for this team. Javonte Williams in the backfield. 3 wide receiver sets. 2 wide receivers down below. 1 wide receiver up top. 2 wide receivers up top. Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks over to his left, throws the ball down the field, and it is incomplete, but we're going to get a pass interference right there on Cortland Sutton by number 27 of the Broncos.
Didn't get his head around.
Did not get his head around, was paying too much attention, looking at the ball, did not turn around. Pass interference right now on number 27 of the Seattle Seahawks, Tariq Woolen, covering Cortland Sutton. As right now, Cortland Sutton is taking advantage of those one-on-one opportunities on the outside, establishing himself as Russell Wilson's go-to target. The safety looked like he came over just a little bit late. You have to wonder now if that injury to Jamal Adams earlier in the first half is going to start playing an impact on that secondary, if maybe the Denver Broncos is going to start taking advantage of it. KJ Hamler in motion, fakes the handoff. Pass over there to Jerry Jeudy, takes the catch. He's juking out right now, and he picks up at least about a 2 or 3 yard gain before he stood up right there at about the 8 yard line of the Seattle Seahawks, as there's right now 2nd down and goal. Jerry Jeudy right now has 3 receptions. Career in the red zone, no touchdowns as we speak.
Well, he's always been a big play guy, even back to his Alabama days, so that's
No
not
problem,
really
D'Lo.
that much of a surprise.
Yeah, man, those Giants, man. That was a great victory.
It does feel good to actually have a winning record for once and not be stuck
It
in like
does.
I know,
1-2.
starting out right. Yeah, man. I bet you guys are so excited, dude. I'm so happy y'all won, actually.
2016 felt like an eternity ago.
Oh, what a tackle there! But there's a flag on the play. Nice tackle pursuit there by Harris. I'm sorry, Nwosu again. Another delay of game on the Denver Broncos. That's 2 delay of games on this drive. Obviously, they didn't learn their lessons, Mac.
Yeah,
Randy.
clearly. Well, now,
Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah. Obviously, that strategy didn't pull off there. 9
Yeah,
penalties
they're
for
going
81
backwards.
yards. They're going backwards. I guess they like having penalties right now. 2nd and goal right now for the Denver
Unbelievable.
Broncos. It's ridiculous.
it's just not what I expected from this Denver Bronco football team, and they're going to have
Absolutely
to
ridiculous.
clean a whole lot up if they're going to even
Russell
look
Wilson
to
takes the
compete.
snap,
I
and there's
know
the
we're going to
tackle
be
right
moving
there.
down on my. If the Broncos don't win this, man, I'm moving down on the picks.
Tackle there by Jones, only picking up at least a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and goal right now for the Denver Broncos. Penalties right now are
I think
killing
a
them
lot
on
of
this
people will
drive.
be. I can't imagine many people pick Seattle to win this game tonight. This is a pretty. Oh!
New sound. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for coming by the stream today. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Appreciate all the support that you give, not only myself, but all the other New York Giants content creators out there and the Big Blue crew. I hope you're having
What's
a
going
fantastic
on, New
day.
Sound?
2 wide receivers down low, 2 wide receivers up top. Russell Wilson
yeah,
throws the ball over the middle, and it's caught by Melvin Gordon. Stretch over the end zone, and he might be just a half yard
you better
short
do it.
of the touchdown. I think they got to
It's
go
time
for
to
it.
time to make a statement.
I agree. Go for it. Go for this play. There's no reason right now, with all the undisciplined play you had, you do not go for that touchdown right now.
Yes,
looks like
hand
he's
it
at
off
least
to
about a
Javonte
yard or
Williams.
too short.
What
Would you
fuck
hand it
just
off, or
happened?
would you do a fake?
I
You
just need
fake
him
to
to
tight
score.
end.
What the fuck did I just see?
Oh no! Don't say that,
2 wide
man.
receivers down below. Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Takes the handoff, and he's going to be short. He fumbled the ball.
Oh, he fumbled it.
And the Seattle Seahawks recovered the ball.
Oh my God! Wow.
Seattle Seahawks by hit by Jackson at the goal line. The question
Unfucking
is,
believable, man.
did he get in the end zone? It looked like he was just a little bit short.
How did he let go of the ball?
Oh, my God.
And
What is going on here?
Wow.
This is
Wow.
I feel like this is Melvin Gordon throughout his career has had several moments like this.
What happened?
Right in this area, right on the
Scratch
goal
your head.
line, man.
Mitch,
Melvin
where have you
Gordon
been?
fumble?
Were you not even here?
Are you
I feel like
serious?
Melvin Gordon has been notorious for putting that ball on the ground and at the absolute worst
Wow.
moments.
Wow. Well, that's the reason they lose. That's the excuse I'm giving. Right there's the ball game, man.
I personally don't understand. I mean, at this point, you got to give it to the bruiser, Javonte Williams, man.
Twitter's going off.
Got to give it to the
Twitter's going
bruiser,
off.
man.
Oh man.
I mean, you fumble at the inch line of the goal line. The
Thank God
inch
I
line
did
of
not
the
start
goal line,
Melvin
you
Gordon.
fumble it.
Like, statistically, from everything you know about these two running backs, if those are your options right now in that situation, you
I'm going to
got
Falcons.
to give it to Javonte Williams, man.
Yeah,
You saw the
understand
stat
that.
line earlier, man. How many yards after contact? 4th in the league. He said he was like 4th in the league.
521 yards.
With yards
last
after
year.
contact, he is your bruiser. He's going to run through those arm tackles. He would have found a way to punch that in the end zone.
Exactly.
I agree. I don't know why you're not giving it to your bruiser back, and you just saw what happened as a result of it. Undisciplined play by the Denver Broncos, and then Melvin Gordon fumbling the ball on the inch line, right before it crossed the goal line, and the Seattle Seahawks punch it out and recover the ball at their own 10-yard line as the Denver Broncos have the chance to take the lead, and they fumble it on 4th and goal, and Seattle now has a big chance to make a statement right here. Do you guys agree with New Sound's comment he just made right over here that Melvin Gordon did in fact fall off a cliff, or is that just an unfortunate play?
Nah, I feel like I kind of agree with that, man. He's just like I said, and I told you, it goes back to when he took that whole damn season off, basically looking for a contract in San Diego, man. He just lost something after all that. He didn't come back the same, in my opinion. He was still okay, but not the guy that he was looking like he was shaping up to be prior to that whole mess, man. You know, so. Yeah, it just is what it is, and I just know that ball. If I was the coach, that ball would have been going in
there's a challenge on it.
Javonte Williams' hands.
They're challenging the play right now. I wonder if they're challenging to see if maybe cross the goal line. It looks short. It looks short to me. I don't know how you guys feel, but it looked like he was short by at least inches from crossing the goal line. And D'Lo, yeah, I agree. It looked like he bounced it off his elbow or his head. And the ruling on the field stands is called first down Seattle Seahawks from their own 10-yard line as they were able to make a key fumble there, and they will get the ball after the Broncos muff a ball right at the goal line. It's inexcusable. Inexcusable, man. Buka, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Chris. I'm sorry about your Jets. Sorry about your Jets, Buko. I know that was a tough one for you guys. Hopefully you guys can bounce back next week in your Week 2 game.
What's going on, Buko?
One of the most loyal and best Jets fans out there, Chris Buko. Love, respect you, man. Hope you had a great Monday. I'm sorry about the loss, man.
I was saying earlier, I like y'all chances better when Zach Wilson gets back in that lineup, man.
I honestly thought it would be a shutout, but nope.
He even said it right here. I'm traumatized from Flacco. I don't blame you, bro.
You know,
I'm gonna be
talking about that
traumatized
earlier,
too.
bro.
You know what's funny? Flacco is the top 3 quarterback in free agency right now.
No.
What?
You know, that's a good point. New Sound makes a point about Chris Johnson when it comes to the money. He had a similar situation years ago when it came to contract stuff.
Yep.
C2K. Get the money, getting involved with him too, and end up hurting his career going forward. The Mets are in first place. They're in first place. How are we killing us right now?
They're losing to the Cubs right now, bro.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the Mets right now. Oh, and there's a incomplete pass over there, right to, but looks like a foul. Is a flag right now on Surtain, or is it on Metcalf? Thank you so much for the 7 right now watching in the chat. I appreciate it so much. Holding on Surtain on Metcalf. Jeez. Mac, I know you've been talking about this whole game, the undisciplined play right now, and that's a hold clearly.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I just don't know, man. Like I said, this Denver Bronco team is not ready to play football. I don't know if they went up there thinking all they had to do was show up or whatever, and forgot that they had an actual football game to play. But I don't know what I'm looking at right now. And I expected much, much better from this Denver Bronco team, and it's very disappointing.
And that was a nice bounce back. Another flag. I thought that was a good play by Surtain. Oh, roughing the passer on the Broncos now on Bradley Chubb. Jeez. They're killing themselves right now. I think he can still play too. He did. He actually had a pretty good year last year, Melvin Gordon. I just think at this point in his age, he's probably better as that split back, and I think Javonte Williams should be the lead back going forward. I think they do miss Fangio. I do. This defense is playing absolutely undisciplined football. Seattle hasn't done anything on this drive, and they've literally picked up 20 yards due to penalties by the Denver Broncos. Yep. 1st and 10, handoff over there. There's a nice play over there by the defensive line after a handoff to Penny. He does. Adila agrees with your point you just made before, Mac. He does have issues putting the ball on the field.
Thank God I did not start Melvin Gordon.
I mean, you can't have that happen, especially when you're at the goal line. You can't fumble that ball. 2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. You got Penny in the backfield. Shotgun snap for Geno Smith. Takes the snap, looks over towards the middle, moves to his left, and he short hops the ball right in front of it. Looks like Tyler Lockett. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. It might have been tipped.
Wow, that was an awful. Yeah, I don't know. That was just an awful pass, man.
Hey,
It might have gotten out of his hands on that one.
I just realized Seattle's on the right side of the goal line this time.
Yes, they are. They are on the right side of the goal line.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Randy.
Absolutely. Just,
Alex Rinaldi, what's going on, man? If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Thank you
No,
so much
let's
for coming
fly,
by the
Eagle,
stream.
fly.
And sub
right.
up to all these great content creators.
That's right,
Appreciate you
Alex.
coming by the stream.
let's go,
Smith
Giants.
takes the shotgun, throws it down the field, and what a catch by, it looks like DK Metcalf. Muscles
yeah.
that ball away. What a
Alright,
catch by
ball.
DK.
There's that
Oh,
connection.
you guys are gonna love the next play.
What a catch by DK Metcalf right in front of Surtain for a big first down. He muscled that ball up, guys.
That's right, Randy.
Oh,
You're across
wow.
the whole country. You get it ahead of us.
I know. That's
Right at
crazy
about
as
the
shit.
48-yard
That is not
line.
right. What the hell?
That's what that is. He's in Alberta, man.
Just wait.
DK
Oh,
Metcalf
that's where you're at?
takes the snap, throws
Yes,
the
sir.
ball over to DK Metcalf, throws him over the side, and DK fumbles the ball, and Denver Broncos pick it up, and they're running the ball down the sideline. Denver picks the ball up. Oh, what a bad turnover! And somebody hurt. Looks like one of the offensive line, Randy Gregory, with the forced fumble there on DK Metcalf.
This was like a wrestling match. Like everyone like slow to get up. Like on the,
Wow.
this is crazy.
Nice play by
man.
Randy Gregory, ripping that ball out of the hands of DK Metcalf.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, guys, look at the
And the
momentum.
Denver
change
Broncos
this is.
defense has finally made a play.
Exactly. An
They
excellent
killed
play
us.
there by Randy
Singleton.
Gregory.
Everyone was mocking Singleton in the first half, man. Everyone.
Is today the 12th? Today's the 12th, right?
Today is the 12th, bro.
All right. Some reasons I
Doing
have-
good, man. What's going on with you, Alex? Hope you had a fantastic Monday, man. And yeah, thank God Randy Gregory's out of the East. I mean, I'd rather have DeMarcus Lawrence going against him on the Dallas Cowboys than Randy Gregory because I think Gregory's got the higher upside right now compared to Lawrence. That was a nice play there by Randy Gregory. That's exactly what they needed, fellas. That's exactly what that Denver Broncos defense needed. They needed one of those turnovers, and
Yep,
Randy
you
Gregory,
got
the
it.
free agent pickup, managed to get that and put that Denver Broncos team in position to find a way to get that lead back or at least cut it to within one.
Yes, sir.
I apologize if we're a little bit ahead, man. See, what do you think? You think this Denver Broncos team is going to stay disciplined and give the ball to Javonte Williams? Because I would. I bet all you guys feel the same about that. Give that ball to 33.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what happens, I guess, when you're streaming. You're always just that one play behind.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, it's just like it's hard to get on, like, you know, that perfect symmetry with everybody else
Right.
because everybody's watching the game on different networks and different
We
stuff.
even on
Yeah, I'm
YouTube,
probably
it's like
about
if
where
you-
the yellow is because I'm like about at least a player ahead of you too.
yeah, and also the YouTube is slow too. If you go on YouTube right now, you'll notice us talking is actually like 10 seconds behind
That's true.
from StreamYard too.
You know what I would actually try right now if I'm Denver? I would just throw the ball deep. Catch that Seattle Seahawks defense off guard, chuck it down deep to maybe even like a guy like KJ Hamler who's got speed. Throw it to your deep threat over there. See if you can beat the
Got
one-on-one
options with the
coverage.
speed. You got Jerry Judy. You got
Yep.
like Hamlin. Yeah.
And you got
Yeah.
Sutton who's got that 6'4" frame. He could just go up there and pluck that ball out of the air. And he's got deep speed too.
But you got to
Three
make up for
guys.
that lost possession for that missed opportunity on
Dialed
the
up
last
a Jeff.
drive.
Oh,
I think that injury to Tim Patrick was a killer for them too. I mean, that was one of their guys they were going to feature in this offense, and he unfortunately went down with a torn ACL during training camp. It's getting an opportunity for a guy like KJ Hamler, who also is coming back from a torn ACL. It seems like this team has the worst luck when it comes to wide receivers tearing their ACL. So That's awesome, man. That's so awesome, Alex, that your Giants were able to win the Super Bowl on your birthday. What a hell of a birthday gift right now.
Oh,
As
what
they
a-
do just that, throwing the ball
Great
down the
idea.
field to Cortland Sutton. But a nice play there by Molden, getting in front of Sutton to keep that ball from anywhere. I do have an update on Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson right now, according to Dable, he says he's day-to-day occasionally. Don't know if he's going to miss the game. It'll have to depend on his practice reps this week. But right now, according to Brian Dable, he's day-to-day with no update if he's going to practice so he can possibly play this Sunday.
Is Devontae
Alex,
Williams
is that what you wished for your birthday and Eagles victory? Because you got it.
Russell Wilson takes the snap, hands the ball off to Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon takes the ball for at least about 6 or 7 yards up the middle, giving the Broncos at least about a 3rd and 4 down the middle. I mean, the Giants got one thing, and that's depth at wide receiver. They got depth at wide receiver. So Wan'Dale, hopefully he can heal up. Maybe it's at least a 1 or 2 week injury. He can get back out there, and he can continue to be involved in this Giants wide receiver rotation, which I like what Daboll is doing, keeping all those guys fresh.
So, did we find exactly what happened with Dak Prescott's finger? Is it broken, dislocated?
It's broken.
It was
Broken.
Yeah, it was some kind of weirdness the way they described it. It was
No, I just found the
gotta
game on
get
YouTube
surgery.
for free.
Oh, Russell Wilson escapes the pocket, throws the toss to Phil down the field, and it's just in front of OK in the middle. But it looks like there's going to be a pass interference play on the Seattle Seahawks.
That's
Man, surgery though. I mean, I saw the hit and everything, but surgery.
I would have been tended to call that holding more so than pass interference, man. But I don't know. I guess they're saying it didn't happen until the ball was already in the air. I guess that's the reason why it would be called pass interference.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably would. I don't know. She could have seen the whole thing and seen when that. When
I don't even know if you need to do that. I don't even know if you need to do that, Mac. It looks like he's not going to get the ball either way.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. I don't think that was close. It wouldn't even been caught.
That's the classic case of the cornerback panicking. Cornerback panicked, and he felt like he had to grab him just in case the receiver was going to be able to catch that ball. Now instead, the Denver Broncos have the ball at about the 4-yard line with a chance to punch it in. 2 wide receivers down below, wide receiver in the snap. Russell Wilson hands the ball off to Melvin Gordon, and he gets pretty much like a half a yard, if anything. I don't know why Javonte Williams is not playing right now. I don't get it. I don't get it. You guys have to remember, Russ and Gordon played together at Wisconsin. Russ probably pushes for him. You know what? That's a good point. That might have something to do with it. Though, I mean, I think Javonte Williams in this situation would be the best running back to utilize, especially when you want to go north and south and pound the ball in the end zone. So, especially like the stat that was just read before.
They brought him in this play.
Javonte Williams in the backfield. 1 wide receiver up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Russell Wilson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws the ball to the left side, and it's caught by OK. And he looks like he's just about a half a yard shy of the goal line. Here we go again, fellas. Here we go again.
Give it to Williams.
Yo, speaking of great New York Giants content creators, our guy, The Miz. What is going on, Miz? Talk about the heart and soul of the New York Giants content creator family.
You guys aren't going to like the next
guy
play.
right here. What's going on, Miz? Hope you're enjoying your Monday.
Got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me here. I got to turn this shit off for a minute. I just can't. I can't.
Well, I'm about to see it right now. 2 wide receivers up top. Tight end goes in motion. Tomlinson, TJ Hamler on the bottom. Fakes the handoff.
Unbelievable.
And he follows the ball again.
Oh my
God. Are you kidding me? And it's a touchback.
Wow.
Oh my God. Holy.
That was Williams.
That
was Devontae.
Jesus Christ!
I mean,
Again, that's 2 times on the
I am happy, Miz.
No, anyone want Melvin Gordon?
Oh,
That was Devontae Williams.
That was Javonte Williams that time.
Holy shit. I mean, seriously.
And everyone was saying on Twitter you should have given it to Williams, and look what happened.
He just lost the ball. Number 10 just knocked the ball out of his hands. Yeah, I would laugh too, Miz.
Miz, this is our lock of the week. This is our lock of the week, Miz. What's going on with our lock of the week, man? They looking sloppy out there, bro.
Like anything but a lock. They don't want the possession, obviously. You know what? They're just sitting over there at the goal line, like, you know what? You guys have the ball. We don't want this touchdown.
No,
Not
there's a
once, but
magnet.
twice.
There's a magnet in that ball that as soon as they get close to that goal line, they just yaps it out of their hand.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, not just once, but twice.
Wow.
When was the last time, guys, you saw a team twice at the half-yard line with a chance to punch it in, and not only did they fumble it once, but twice? That's
Twice.
ridiculous.
insane.
That's
It
Seattle
is.
style.
Maybe that Seattle crowd is
Yeah.
getting on this team.
But that ain't got nothing to do with holding on to the football, though, man. You
man.
got to hold on to
That's-
that football, man.
It's that vibe.
That
It's
is
that
just
energy.
unbelievable.
Dealer, yeah, another great video by you two today, bro. Keep pumping out that great content. Miz, I can't wait the videos you're going to be dropping about the New York Football Giants. You know you're the heart and soul of this YouTube community. You and Adam, bro. Can't wait to see what the kind of content you're going to be dropping soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 7 right now that are watching the show. I appreciate it so much. If you guys not have already, please hit that like button. It helps out the stream. It helps out the stream. Helps out the YouTube channel. And if you guys have not already, please sub up not only myself, NYG Jeffy T 3285, as well as the Hardcore Sports Network, but all my guys up here that help make this stream for Monday Night Football happen. My guy, Mac the Giants fan, as well as Mitch Kofsky, Next Shift Randy, and Further AM. I appreciate all you guys right now that have come by this stream to watch I'm going to say the Giants. I'm sorry, I got Giants on my mind. Want to know, what do you expect? The Denver Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks. Right now, as the Seahawks found a way to fumble the ball not only once, but twice at the goal line. How that even happened, that's just freaking crazy.
Broncos.
But it happened.
This is unbelievable.
Take your time, man, but we cannot wait to hear your hype video because I know it's going to be fire. It is crazy, bro. It is freaking crazy how this happened. As there's a pass right there by Geno Smith, Tyler Lockett bobbles the ball out of his hands, but still manages to make the catch for only a 2-yard gain, if anything. This is insane.
Dealer, I can't believe what I'm watching, man. It's crazy.
I'm shocked.
Antoine Woods looked like he knocked it out.
This is like something that crazy that would happen in college football, but not in the NFL.
This is making me want to play Madden.
I mean, what the hell do you tell your team at the end of this game when you have the ball not only once at the goal line, but twice, and you fumble the friggin' ball at the half-yard line?
Yeah,
How do you tell your team after this?
You're telling them, hold on to that damn pigskin. Do not lose that rock. We're still close.
Thank
Still
you,
got
man.
one more quarter. Hold on
I'll
to
make
that
sure to
damn
drop
thing.
more
I
net
believe
stuff,
in you
too.
guys.
Thank you, CWE. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you watching some of the content on my channel. I'll make sure to drop some net stuff in the coming future. Get ready for training camp as well as because they got a clutch season coming up too. You want to talk about a team that needs to come out and win? It's the Brooklyn Nets. After the joke of
we were
offseason
talking
they
about
had.
that earlier.
There's going to be Nets content coming out in the future because that team's got a lot to prove as well.
Yeah, you have Ben Simmons as your center. Have fun with that.
You know what? We'll get to that later on. We got 3 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver on top. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws the ball downfield, and there's a first down catch by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett now making his presence known in the game.
I see you, Randy.
Your team is the Seas are still going to be a team in the Eastern Conference. That's going to be a team to deal with. They're still one of those best teams. They even got better this offseason.
Cheers.
Broncos are – I don't know. I mean – the AFC East is going to be a division that's just going to be going back and forth all over the place. Who knows what's going to happen? But right now, the Broncos got a lot to clean up. They got a lot to clean up after this game. You got 2 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver up top. Penny in the backfield. Russell Wilson takes the snap, hands the ball off to Penny, and he runs the ball up the middle for at least about 5-yard gain. And it's going to be about 2nd and 5 to about the 35-yard line.
Don't need Penny to do well.
No, we are not forgetting about the Nets because I know you're a Knicks fan, but let's just remember the Knicks are irrelevant and have
The
been
Knicks
irrelevant.
overpaid for Jalen Brunson. Just stop.
I think if we do beat Carol Miz, I think it's not out of the realm that the Giants can go 4-0 to start the season. I'm not saying they will. None of us are, but it's not out of the realm that it could happen. We just have to see what happens game by game, 1 by 1. We'll see how they do this Sunday. There's a handoff by Rashad Penny, and he runs up the sideline, and he breaks it down the field. and there's a flag on the play. It gets over all the way down to the 42-yard line, but I think this one might be coming back.
Holding.
Yep, holding on the offensive line.
Oh, that was a good run, dude.
Oh, Miz, you got to calm it down, Miz. Don't want to get you too excited, bro. Don't want to get you too excited, Miz. I know. I'm thinking about 4-0 with the New York Giants.
I mean, 4-0 is achievable, man.
Every single
I
week.
agree.
You watch that, you guys win.
Ooh, Gino took a big hit by Darby.
Not a good play by Cornelius Lucas, the rookie offensive tackle, holding on the outside. Not a good play. You can't do that, man. Can't do that. You can't. I know you're a rookie right now, but I mean it's a rookie mistake, but he'll learn from it going forward. You got 2 wide receivers down below, 2 wide receivers down up top. Takes the snap, Gino on the shotgun. Eludes the pressure. Escapes out to the right side. He's gonna scramble downfield. He's gonna get me at least about 2 yards shy to about the 41.5-yard line. Gino
How's that
Smith
not
making
targeting?
something out of nothing. Nice run there. Nice run there by Geno Smith.
He hit it with his helmet.
I
How's that
think
not
it's a
targeting?
possibility, dearly.
I think so too. I agree. I don't know if Geno is playing like a warrior. I don't think Jimmy G. I think with Trey Lance being a question mark, with Trey Lance being a quarter, and we got to the end of the third quarter right now as the Seattle Seahawks are hanging on to a 17-13 lead as they're driving down the field to look to extend this lead right now, going into the fourth quarter. I think Jimmy G's not going anywhere. I think because Trey Lance had a rocky first game, I think they're going to want to hold on to him because they don't. Maybe Trey Lance isn't that guy. Maybe Trey Lance is not the guy over there in San Francisco. I know it's one game, but I mean, maybe that's the reason why Jimmy Garoppolo stayed, because there's a possibility he could maybe get that quarterback spot. But what do all you guys think about so far, what you see in that third quarter? I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. We know exactly what we're all going to probably talk about when it comes to that third quarter. Well, I want to hear everybody what they think.
2 critical turnovers right at the goal line is just not acceptable. You know, that's not acceptable. So that's 14 points basically right there. They just left on the board. 14 points.
Let's go for
They
3
just squandered
fumbles.
that they just squandered away. So I don't know. I just look for I'm just disappointed in this Denver Bronco team. What I've seen tonight, it's just not the Bronco team that I thought was going to come out here against the Seattle Seahawks team. And this is not a Denver Bronco team that even looks like they can remotely compete with the Chargers, the Chiefs, or even the Raiders right now. This is just really looking. This is bad.
Yeah, I
Sad
forgot.
across the
That's
board.
all the other teammates they have to face. They're in trouble.
You know what? This head coach better go into – if they don't pull out the victory in this game and they somehow come up short, this head coach better go into that locker room, and he better have this team shaped up going into their Week 2 game, because this is right now an awful performance by the Denver Broncos.
Well,
And they
I
look
think
like
it was-
right now clear.
Honestly, with this situation, with Jerry Jones, if you're talking about Jerry Jones, if anybody's willing to overpay for somebody in our desperation, Jerry Jones is definitely that guy. So I would think that he's the type that could offer the 49ers an offer that they just can't refuse at this point. And it just wouldn't shock me.
I think that, I mean, even if you bring in a quarterback, say like the Cowboys want to go out there and bring in a veteran quarterback, do you really trust this guy to go out there and be efficient with that offensive line? I mean, come on. We all watched that game last night. You saw how bad that offensive line is. Besides Zach Martin, I mean, Terrence Steele, are we being serious? Terrence Steele at right tackle? Dude's a turnstile. I mean, Tyler Smith, a rookie you trust over there, left tackle. The guards are, the center, Biotish, I think is highly overrated. The left guard, I believe they lost McGovern to an injury. He's out 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, that Dallas Cowboys offensive line, you really want to put another quarterback back there? They're going to get killed behind that offensive line. No way, no how. I think they're going to give up somebody. There's a first down run there. On a bootleg outside by Geno Smith. Geno freaking Smith with the first down run on the right side.
Hey, Jeff, really quick. Does a Bad Dog have a job, or does he do YouTube only?
No, he has a job, and I believe he works for a law firm that he does during the day.
Are you? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Now, Bad Dog is one of the hardest working guys out there, not just on YouTube, but also when it comes to his job that he does. But I mean, I appreciate everything that Bad Dog does, and congratulates to him for over 100,000 subscribers on his channel and getting that check mark. Deserves it. He's one of the OGs of the New York Giants content creator community. Big ups to Bad Dog. And there's a handoff right over there to Rashad Penny, and he picks up at least about a couple of yards over there for the Seattle Seahawks. As right now the Seahawks are driving down the field, trying to be able to put up some more points to be able to maybe put a little bit of a nail in the coffin to the Denver Broncos. Early, yes, it is. But right now, the way that Denver's been playing this game, are they really showing any signs? As Russell Wilson looks absolutely dejected and confused on the sidelines. He doesn't know what the hell that hit them right now.
So
Got one wide receiver up top, two wide receivers down below. Geno Smith fakes the handoff, and we got a fumble! Hits him in the back, but what a recovery there! Bradley Chubb gets the sack and the forced fumble. The offensive line picks him up, but big-time forced fumble sack there by Bradley Chubb, putting the Seattle Seahawks on a 3rd and long going forward. Nice play there by Bradley Chubb. That's exactly the guy they needed on that defensive line to step up. That's exactly what he did. Is he beat Charles Cross up the left side to get that big strip sack on Geno Smith. Good job there by the offensive lineman to be alert enough to pick it up. Charles Cross, actually, the one that gave up the strip sack, picked it up as it's 3rd and 16 right now from the 34-yard line of the Seattle Seahawks. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Geno Smith takes the snap. He's looking, throws the ball down the field, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. It looked like he was going to the tight end Tomlinson. Nice play there by Ronald Darby. As a big-time play there. Big-time play there by Darby.
Not to be beating a dead horse, but the time is now, Denver Broncos. The time is now.
Good special teams.
No time better than the present. The time is now for you guys.
Facts, bro. Russ has got to go now.
Figure this
None
out.
of this thinking and dunking. He's got to go now. He's got to tie the game.
What they used to say in Seattle, let Russ cook. It's time to let Russ cook, man.
It's
let
cooking
it go.
time.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys hear that dinging? Yeah, it's cooking time. Let's go, Russ.
It's time for Russ to cook as they feels the ball. Washington and he goes backwards. They actually lose yards. Good punt coverage there by the Seattle Seahawks as the Denver Broncos are going to take over the ball at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah,
Broncos,
I definitely
I
agree
agree.
with you too, Deal, about Geno Smith in the preseason. And it makes you wonder, how bad is Drew Lock? How much does this guy absolutely suck that Geno Smith still got the starting job as bad as he looked in the preseason?
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, Geno Smith, like you just said before, he's playing the game of his life right now. He's going out there, and he's trying to let everybody know that he was the guy that was the right quarterback to pick for this team, that he's not just a joke out there. And right now, he's put up a hell of a performance, even though that last drive didn't go their way. Good job by Bradley Chubb. Beat the rookie, Charles Cross, on the outside. So let's see how this Denver Broncos offense is going to be able to respond for everybody. Seriously. Can they just seriously be able to get the ball down by the punch the ball in the goal line if you're down there by the goal line again? Almighty finesse. It's right here on the bottom, on the bottom left right here. MYG JeffBT 3285. If you want to know the channel name, that's for all the channels on this screen right now. Not only for mine, but as well as Max, Mitch's, Randy's, as well as Further's. If you guys want to check out the channels, if you want to sub up, if you have not already. So right over here on the bottom left, highlighted in green with black lettering. He does have a lot of experience. You know, maybe the experience is helping him. And, I mean, Geno Smith, he's going out there and making the key throws and the key plays. It's just the question of, can this defense be able to continue to hold up? Because we all got to remember that Jamal Adams' injury could be a factor going into the rest of this game in the fourth quarter. Jamal Adams was that ball hawk back there, and you got to wonder if Denver is going to try to continue to attack downfield and exploit that secondary of the Seattle Seahawks, maybe in the middle of the field going forward. So they have taken some deep shots.
He's not even just a ball hog. He's the absolute leader of that defense, man. You know, this defense took a hit this offseason losing. You lose Bobby Wagner.
Absolutely.
So this, you know, Jamal Adams became the absolute leader of this defense, man. And that's a big injury.
Yeah. You got to wonder how they're going to be able to compensate for that big-time loss.
Well, they've been weathering the storm tonight so far. Let's see if they can continue to
Thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it.
keep what you call that bay, man.
I thought he already was subbed to you. Huh.
No, I guess he wasn't. But if you have, thank you very much for the sub, Almighty Finesse. If you please sub up to these other guys up here. If you're, I'm sure you're subbed up to the rest of these guys, but if you haven't already, make sure you sub up to their channels. I appreciate it so much, bro.
He likes trash talking with me.
That's fine. I'm used to it. Got on
He
the
was nice
18-yard
there.
line.
That was good, Gino. In West Virginia days.
Russell Wilson takes a snap over the middle, and there's a short pass over there. Javonte Williams, he picks up at least about 3.5 yards. Key drive right over here by the Denver Broncos as they look to try to cut this lead either down to 1 or possibly take the lead by 3. As Mac and the rest of you guys just said before, it's a key drive for the Denver Broncos. 2 goal line stands, well, not even goal line stands, 2 goal line fumbles that they had during this game. The key to this game so far, Denver has got to have this chance. They got the opportunity right now to drive down this field and make something happen. You got 2 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver up top. Looks like Javonte Williams in the backfield. KJ Hamler in motion, toss right there over to Williams. And he's lowers his head over there and picks up at least 2 yards. Uh-oh. Looks like Molden might be holding his arm right there. Yep. His right arm is dangling after he took that big hit by Javonte Williams. That's not good. Well, I'm sure you're going to be pissed off when you hear my Nets content all throughout the stream. So get used to that, man. You're going to be hearing a lot of it. And it's going to piss you off. But you know what? Too bad. Too bad. Trulock plays the game like he just flat out does not care. I mean, that's apparent. He can't beat out Geno Smith. Obviously, he's just not that talented. Or, I mean, he just sucks. It's 3 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Williams in the backfield, 3rd and 4 right now, shotgun snap. Russell Wilson takes the snap over the middle, throws over the middle, and there's a wide open Cortland Sutton. And he gets the ball to at least about the 44-yard line. Cortland Sutton, guys. Cortland Sutton looks like that guy right now that Russell Wilson is looking for those one-on-one opportunities. He just sat down in the zone, wide open over the middle. Looks like a miscommunication over the middle by the Seattle Seahawks defense. Is that KJ Wright, 56? No, this looks like wide open over the middle of the field. Not good communication there. Cortland Sutton, 4 receptions, 72 yards, 18.0 yards per catch right now. Russell Wilson with a toss pass right over there. Javonte Williams muscles at least for about 2 yards over the middle to about the 46-yard line of the Denver Broncos moving forward. 2nd and 9 right now for the Broncos. What do you guys think so far?
Okay. Oh, if he didn't trip, he might have been able to get up in that crease.
Jordan Brooks last year, 183 tackles last season, 2nd in the NFL. Linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks. 2 wide receivers down below. Russell Wilson taking the shotgun snap. Takes the snap. Throws the ball over the middle. There's Jerry Jeudy, makes the catch over the 50-yard line. And he's running right now, and he trips over his feet to about the 37-yard line. Tackled over the middle. Right now the Broncos are in Seahawks territory. That's true. Hey, you know what? We might not like each other's NBA teams, but at least we got that Giants pride going on here. And once again, appreciate that sub, bro. Appreciate it so much.
Both are going to be worse than the Sixers.
Talk to us when the Sixers actually do something in the playoffs, too. How
Talk
overrated that is. Talk to us when the Sixers do something in the playoffs, too.
Talk to me when you Ben
Russell Wilson takes the handoff. Melvin Gordon runs up to the sideline. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he muscles his way for about an 8 or 9 yard gain to about the 29-yard line. Looks like 2nd and 1. Looks like they're getting that run game established, fellas. Getting that run game established right on the right side. I'm sorry, go ahead, Randy.
I said we should do an NBA fantasy league.
I want to do that so bad. I will school everybody.
I'm down.
I don't have enough hours in my day to do that.
No,
There's so much more.
Just hold on before you start talking because we got robot voices and I can't hear you.
Sutton in motion, shotgun snap. Wilson takes the snap.
NBA fantasy, you got to be on that every day.
Look at throws the ball deep.
Constantly.
Throws the ball. Hey, he overthrows Jerry Jeudy.
That's like that's more constant than the NFL one where you just set up, you line up once a week. get on hit the waiver wire, you know what I mean, or something like earlier in the week. But
You heard
NBA, you
this
got to be
comment?
on it. You got to be on that constantly every
Yeah, we
day.
are in desperate mode. I can definitely agree to that. And we have the tools. We got the players. We can't win with the coach.
Mac, I agree with your comment though. Doing like NBA fantasy stuff, that's hard because you literally have to be, like you said, active with it almost daily because of like the amount of games they play during the season. Whereas football is easier because it's just pretty much one game per week, so you at least have a time to set up your lineups, check out the injury reports and everything. So we'll see. It's 32 right
Yeah,
now. Russell Wilson shakes out to the
The Nets
right,
NBA.
and
are
then
not going to
toss
win a
pass to
chip.
Jerry Judy, and he's running down the sideline to about the 16-yard line for about a 11
Oh,
yard gain. Nice toss pass there by Russell Wilson and Jerry Judy.
you gotta hold
Well, you
on
know
to
what?
that,
It's
bro.
possible. Nets could win a chip this year.
No, they couldn't.
Nice play by Russell Wilson. Shifting over to his right side and then toss pass to Jerry Judy. The two top wide receivers on this team are really starting to show up. Oh, it's true. The Sixers did sign Montrezl Harrell. I forgot about that.
We
That's a
did,
good signing
but
by
we still
them.
have a coach that doesn't
Russell
coach
Wilson
right.
fakes the ball to the side, throws the ball towards the end zone. It is. Oh, almost a miraculous catch over there.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. I think that Dolchich. Dolchich, the rookie, 82.
Damn it, bro! Come on, cut back.
That was a nice throw. He tried to lead him to the outside, give his tight end the best chance to catch it, extended his arms. He had it actually, but when he hit the ground, that's when that fell out.
Is this 4-down territory?
I know you do. I know you hate
I
them.
mean, it's still 7 minutes to go, but do you think they go for it on fourth if they don't pick up these 3 yards?
I mean, with about 7:48 to go, I think they might just go with the 3 points if they don't put it in. Here's the shotgun snap to Russell Wilson. Throws the ball in the middle or to the right, and there's a catch right there by Javonte Williams, and he gets out to about, looks like the 5-yard line. 3rd and 3. I'm sorry, Randy.
Nice.
There you go. Because they didn't want to give up the first-round picks. That's why Donovan Mitchell's not a Knick. They didn't want to give up the first-round capital. No, they did not want to give up the first-round capital and give up the young players that the Jazz were looking for. That's why the Knicks did not make the trade for Donovan Mitchell, which I think actually might have been the better move.
Jalen Brunson.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how Brunson does this year. 3rd and 3 right now. We got one wide receiver, 2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. We got Javonte Williams in the back. Russell Wilson takes a step, throws the ball over the middle, and there's Javonte Williams picking up the first down at about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Denver Broncos at about the 4-yard line. Good play there by Russell Wilson.
Brunson is my Villanova guy, man. So,
Give it to him. Give it to him.
All right, guys. Can the Denver Broncos, you figure, not once, but twice, you figure 3rd time is the charm. Can they actually put the ball over the end zone without turning the ball over again?
Did he get those feet down?
Javonte Williams, 7 rushes for 43 yards, 8 receptions for 51 yards. Javonte Williams having a pretty nice game so far, besides the fumble at the goal line. 1 wide receiver down below. Russell Wilson fakes it off. Looks like he's going for the toss pass, and is it caught for a touchdown? Did Tomlinson catch the ball in the end zone?
That's worth a red flag. That's worth a red flag. That's worth a red flag.
Incomplete right now, but I believe they're going to challenge it.
You'll see the replay.
Challenge it.
You'll see the replay.
Let's see the replay over here. And Tomlinson. Oh, I think his toe might have just touched the line.
Yeah.
There is so many injuries in basketball and baseball. I agree,
my God.
I think he just missed it. Like inches
Penalty.
off the line. That's a close
You have
one.
got to be fucking kidding me. The Broncos, man. I just don't.
Come on, man.
I just don't get it.
Let's see. Well, it might be a preload with Mac and Randy's reactions. Let's see. We got 1 wide receiver up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Fake handoff, and it looks like that ball is going to be called back after a fake handoff to Beck. I mean, the Broncos. Jeez. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. False start by the offensive line. This is ridiculous. Cortland Sutton, it looks like.
Come on.
If the Broncos somehow win this game, this is unbelievable. Second and goal right now, as it looks like a false
my
start on
fucking
14, Cortland Sutton, who's actually had a pretty nice game so far today. Yeah, it looked like his big toe is just off the line. Crazy.
Yeah.
Inches. You can literally call. The Denver Broncos have literally been inches 3 times from scoring 3 touchdowns. That's how crazy this game has been so far. Inches off the line. I mean,
That's
you
their
can't
new
make this
nickname,
stuff up.
the Denver Inches.
Yeah, you might as well call him that instead of the Denver Broncos.
Needed to
you might
be
as well
one
call him Denver
shoe
Inches.
size smaller.
And
other
there's the snap.
words?
Russell Wilson goes out to his left, throws the ball over to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Come
Off
on,
the
man.
hands of
Right
Jerry
here, bro.
Jeudy in the corner
Right here,
of the end
ready.
zone. Third and
In
goal.
motion.
I mean, come on, Denver.
Yeah.
Just put the damn ball in the end zone. We feel
Where
like
is
Denver
he
Broncos fans
throwing?
right now. I've never seen this before.
This is unbelievable.
I have honestly never seen a football game like this.
He overshot Sutton by a lot. Even Sutton looked
13
at him like, "What are you
plays,
doing?"
72-yard drive, 6 minutes and 29 seconds plus right now for the Denver Broncos on this current drive. Third and goal from about the 9-yard line. Russell Wilson takes the snap, throws the ball to the right side, and he completely throws the ball away. A few inches away, a frustrated Cortland Sutton looks away, and it's 4th and goal.
We got a
The
1
Seattle
point game,
Seahawks
brother.
defense holds the Broncos to
Come on,
it looks
Broncos
like
team.
about a 20-something yard field goal.
Come on, D.
I mean, it's possible. If they perform like this, Almighty, they could win at least 6 or 7 games because they're right now not performing like a team
Jamal
that wants to
Adams
go to the
gets the
playoffs.
locker
Yeah,
room?
this is a team that was written off by a lot of people, man, too. Myself included. I just thought the Seattle Seahawks were going to come out here, be in complete rebuild mode this season, but they're out here competing against a team that I thought was going to be pretty damn good.
Randy
I
McManus
don't
hits a
know.
26-yard field goal to cut the lead to 17-16 with 6:13 left in the game. Go ahead, Mac.
I was gonna say maybe I could have been wrong about the Denver Broncos. Maybe they're just flat out not as good as I thought, but I don't know. I get it. It's week 1, but this is still you got to still figure out a way to pull this one out, and it's not over yet. The Broncos do still got a shot to pull this out, but just the way things are going, I don't know.
Yeah, it's bad taste in my mouth. I expected more.
Absolutely, so much more.
Yeah.
And it's just the undisciplined play by this team. I mean, when you fumble the ball twice at your goal line, when you have at least 10 penalties, and I believe they have at least 10 or 11 penalties in this game. I mean, if the Denver and the crazy part about it is they're only down by 1 point. If the defense goes out there and be able to stop the Seattle Seahawks on this drive, they can come down the field and be able to kick a game-winning field goal. And this would be one of the craziest victories that the Denver Broncos can have. I mean, everything going against this team, fumbling the ball twice at the goal line, committing over 10 penalties in this game, and still having the opportunity, if you could stop the Seattle Seahawks on this drive, of winning this game. That would be one of the most insane victories that we have seen over the recent years if the Denver Broncos could find a way to pull this off. And it's damn possible they could. The defense has just got to go out there and handle their business and get the ball back into Russell Wilson's hands before this game is over.
I'm going to hop off. Keep doing your thing, guys. Thank you for doing this game. Keep it up, guys. I'll catch you all later.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
Mitch,
hopping on
have
the
a good
stream with
night,
us,
man.
Mitch. Have a great night, bro.
Mitch,
Yeah.
what's your favorite number?
33.
69?
He does need a pair of those wrestling boots with curled up toe boxes. I agree about that, Deala. This is insane. I mean, be honest, guys. When have we seen a football game like this? This is insane. I mean, with
Just
the
the
kind
missed
of things that
opportunities.
happen. I know this is ridiculous.
I'm
Missed
so
out.
excited that football's back, but it's like what happened yesterday and today. It's like it's made me scratch my head a lot.
It gets you frustrated. It's like you
Yes.
miss the game so much, but like when you see your team and some of these other games played, you're just like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what the
Week of
hell
the
is going on
underdog.
here?
The week of the underdog, man.
You're right, bro. Like, how many underdogs have either tied or won their games today? It's just unbelievable.
Wasn't a lot of spreads getting covered this week. Not a lot.
No doubt.
Absolutely not. The amount of spreads that were covered during this game is insane, but I love it. I love seeing this kind of stuff going forward. Broncos offense, goal-to-goal situations tonight. 2 fumbles lost, 1 field goal, 10 total snaps inside the 10. That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. And they still have a chance to win this game. It's mind-boggling how this is possible. As there's a kickoff right now, it looks like the Seahawks. And he's taking it out of the end zone. DJ Dallas running up the field, and he gets to at least about the 31-yard line. Pretty nice return there by DJ Dallas up to the Seattle Seahawks 31-yard line. As here's the chance for Geno Smith with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go on a long drive today to be able to get the Seahawks the victory. Did we sign an offensive lineman today? I didn't know about that.
I didn't hear any news about that either. I was getting ready to look into it.
You know what would be crazy right now is if you
No, it was not fun. It was hot as hell, and I never want to do it again.
If we if the Broncos didn't fumble on the goal line,
2.5-yard gain
they would be winning by field goals.
They would. I agree. He says we signed an offensive lineman for the Jags. We'll look. I'm sure Mac and I will look into that. What offensive lineman they had and what corresponding move they made. Maybe that's something to do with the Wan'Dale Robinson injury. Who knows? We'll have to look at that and see what happened. But thank you very much, New Sound, for giving us the update on the New York Giants. 3 wide receivers up top. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws the ball over to the side. It looks like he's going backwards. I do not like that play call there. Nice little muscle up over the middle by Noah Fant, at least to pick up some yardage. I did not like that play call at all.
I really like Noah Fant, man.
A couple of people wanted me to do some food challenges, and I figured, what the hell? What the hell? Give it a shot. Actually, it was not that bad the second time trying it, but I advise people, don't do it again, please. Gridiron Meeting has that video. I'll have to check it out, but thank you so much, bro, for giving us the updates on the New York Giants.
Why do you say
3 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below, 3rd and 6 right now. Geno Smith, clutch situation right now. Can he get that ball over the first line? Shotgun snap. Geno Smith takes the snap, and there's a sack right there. Bradley Chubb making his impact on the left side, beating the rookie Charles Cross. Big sack there by Bradley Chubb. 2 sacks in this game right now. And the Denver Broncos, even fumbling the ball twice in their own goal line, even after 10-plus penalties, are going to have the opportunity to actually march down the field and win this football game. How do you like that, fellas? If this is not the NFL right now, I don't know what is.
What is it?
No, I am not eating Takis. Oh, I do not like the taste of Takis. Maybe if I'm inspired, maybe I'll try it out in the future. And thank you again, Ben, for putting up that video. I'll probably throw up a video later on about the offensive lineman that we signed off. I'm thinking it's signed to the practice squad, or he's assigned to the active roster. Here we go, guys. What middle lineman would you want for the G-men? You mean the draft? Or are you talking about in free agency?
The New York Giants signed offensive lineman Casey McDermott to the practice squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, why would I not want to put Nets content up when I'm a Nets content creator? Don't you think it's a little bit of a double entendre there? Why would I not want to put up Nets? I love my Nets. Okay, I'm sorry that you're a Knicks fan. It's been a very miserable time for you the past 20 years. I understand it's depressing. All Knicks fans, they can't get out. They can't get the Nets out of their minds. But I'm sorry. I was a free agent. I got to check the free agent list right now of linebackers that are out there, but I don't mind playing these kids. I don't know how Mac feels, but I want to see what guys like Tate Crowder and Micah McFadden have got to show, and even Calitro. I know they got beat on some of those wheel routes from Hilliard yesterday, but I mean they did a pretty solid job in the run game. So I mean I want to see what these guys can do. Give an opportunity. Plus we have Beavers coming back next year, so. Give these guys opportunity. I sort of like what Tate Crowder's been giving us so far, but I would not be surprised if they draft a middle linebacker. Mac, well, go ahead. What do you think about his question?
I mean, right now at this point, I just want to see the team continue to grow. If they're building that good continuity together, and you feel good about what you got. I mean, you always look to improve your roster if you can legitimately improve it. But I feel like I wouldn't really try to mess up the chemistry that you're building right now. I just keep trying to move forward with what you got because sometimes when you start trying to put too many new pieces into the fold, things don't always tend to work out the way you
All right.
expect them to or want them to. You know what I mean? And I just it was something about that game yesterday that there's a real culture change in New York Giant football again, man. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited because this all season I've been real skeptical, not sure what I was going to see, not
Oh,
sure
as a
what to
kid,
expect, and now I got a way better idea what to expect now from this New York Giant team going forward, and I'm really excited for our New York Football Giants.
damn right. And there's still a lot of room for that offense to grow. And then now we have a cat on the stream. Everybody say hi to the kitty on the live stream.
Her
Yeah,
name's
Noah fan.
Lucifer.
Hi, Lucifer. How are you? I actually had a cat that looked exactly like that too when I was younger.
She's my cootie.
Ah,
My sweetheart.
Almighty Finesse says the cat smells.
Yeah, smells like your team.
Hey, watch it. You watch yourself over
Oh,
there.
that's right. I'm sorry.
2 wide receivers up top. Russell, we got Jerry Jeudy in motion. Russell Wilson hands the ball off, and it looks like Javonte Williams muscling the ball for at least about 4 or 5 yards up the middle. Oh, I'm sorry, Melvin Gordon takes it this time.
Man, guys got to make plays when you're
Biggest
given the
weakness is the
opportunity.
secondary.
I hate how we're
32
like
career
I'm just
game-winning
ahead
drives
of
in the
you.
fourth quarter. Go ahead, Randy.
I said I just hate how I'm just ahead of you because like I'm not play ahead of you when you're talking about the play. The
Don't
second
worry
play
about
for
it,
me
man.
is already happening, and it's like, but go ahead.
Don't worry about it, bro. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Melvin Gordon in the back. Russell Wilson throws the ball in the slot, and it dropped by Jerry Jeudy, but looked like the pass was a little bit too far to the left, but he still should have caught that for a first down. 35 right now with 3:21 left in the fourth quarter.
Come on!
It looks
There
like
we go.
Russell Wilson was just a little bit too much to the left side on that throw, but Jerry Jeudy still needs to make that catch.
Who's 85?
It's going
Okay.
to depend on the spot. I think he's getting a good spot.
He fought for that.
He did. This is going to be close.
Yeah, decibel level, almost 100 decibel level. Jerry Jeudy in motion, 2 wide receivers down below, 1 wide receiver up top, tight end in the middle. Wide open is the tight end, and he gets it, and he's going to muscle his way in. I think he might. I don't know about that one, guys. That might have been short. It depends on where the ball was placed. I think he might be
I don't know. I think he may have it by the nose of the ball.
challenge.
Man.
Throw the challenge flag. Throw the challenge flag, Mr. Hackett. He might just be inches short, but I would challenge that one.
They measured.
It looks like he might be.
He got the first down.
Inches. Good play there by OK. I apologize if I don't know his name. If anybody knows his name, throw it out there in the chat. Throw it out there in the stream. I'm just going to call him OK. But good job by him muscling over the first down line.
Red
I
flag.
mean, you got nothing to lose. Lose.
Mac, Randy, further, just that close. Like literally that close of a first down. Inches. Not even like centimeters. First down. Big time play. I would challenge it. I would challenge it if I were him because that's so close right now that you might as well. Hackett, he doesn't have no coaching experience, but this is right now a chance for him to be able to gain some coaching experience.
I think it was a good spot. I think the referees, it was a good spot because when his elbow came down and where that ball was at, it was right there at the sticks. I think the referees gave him a good spot. I don't see them being able to overturn this. I just don't.
No, exactly.
No, it's just not enough evidence.
Every angle I've seen,
might as well.
Every angle I've seen, when his elbow came down, that ball was right at the sticks. So,
and he did a heck of a job of making sure he was extended. He didn't like sag his elbows, whatever. He desperately put his arms straight out. So that was awesome.
I agree with Diola's comment right here about the Giants. And then, Mac, I want to get you about a comment earlier by New Sound. Let these kids play. You know what? If you want, the Giants are a rebuilding team. I know we won this past Sunday. I know things look bright right now, but you don't want to try to mess around with the chemistry. Let a kid like McFadden go out there and play. Austin Calitro made plays in the preseason, and he earned some of those reps out there, and he actually was not that bad. Micah McFadden is a kid that we drafted, and we want to see what this kid can do on the field. I want to see these kids go out there and gain the experience they need on that football field. So, no, I don't want to see this team go out there unless we have injuries at the linebacker position. Let these kids grow. And Tate Crowder, he's got to work on some of his pass coverage because that was a weakness right now with this team in terms of the pass defense. Right now, the fullback killed us on some of those wheel routes. But I think that these guys, as they get, as the season goes on, they might be able to develop, like as they get more used to this Wink Martindale defense. Maybe they'll get a little bit better going forward. And just to get back to this comment right over here about New Sound, what do you think, Mac? You still think the biggest weakness of the Giants is the secondary, or you think there's some other position?
Linebacker?
Well, right now, I mean, the linebacker depth is a little shaky right now, but especially without your edge rushers, Ojolari and Thibodeau in the lineup, hopefully we can get those guys back. We'll see how it plays out this week.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I would still right now lean a little bit towards the secondary, though, because it's still got a lot to prove. I don't think, honestly, they got tested, but not as much as they will be. They're going to get getting tested. I feel like they'll get tested a lot more coming up this Sunday by Baker Mayfield.
Oh, here we
You know
go.
what I'm saying? So we'll find out what this secondary is made of. But right now, I still do I would lean towards that being because even Darnay Holmes, you seen him picking up the penalties yesterday. We got a lot to clean up there. So
we all want to see this roster healthy. That's the number one goal. And right now, the Giants have been a relatively healthy team, just some nicks and bruises and stuff. Yeah, we suffered some injuries in training camp to some of the rookies. But in terms of the key players on this team, there's no severe injuries with this team so far. And Wan'Dale Robinson looks like he escaped a big-time injury. And they gave the first down. The Broncos did pick up the first down on that play, and we are blitzing a lot. I agree, Almighty. We got two wide receivers up top, two wide receivers down below. Russell Wilson takes the snap, throws the ball over the middle, throws the ball to the right to OK for about a 6 or 7. It feels so weird for me to say this guy's name, OK. I really does. I want to say his whole name, but I want to butcher it on the screen. For about a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 at about the 38-yard line of the Denver Broncos. So they're driving up the field. Looks like they're looking for that game-winning field goal. Russell Wilson takes a snap, hands the ball off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon looks like he picks about 1 yard up. I don't understand why they're not playing Javonte Williams more with some of these hard runs up the middle.
Right?
Maybe it has what you said before, Randy, and that it could be that collusion, with Melvin Gordon and Russ Wilson. Maybe he feels more comfortable handing it off to his former teammate over there at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Big 3rd down and 2 right here at the 40-yard line for the Denver Broncos. 2 wide receivers down below, 2 wide receivers up top. It looks like the Broncos might have just called a timeout there.
They did, yeah.
Denver Broncos used it. I'm sorry, no, it was a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, gentlemen. 17-16. The Denver Broncos at the 40-yard line on their own side of the field. 3rd and 2. Mac, Randy, further, are you guys excited? You guys waiting to see what's going to happen in this game? The Denver Broncos going to be able to come back?
I'm very, very curious. They better find a way to come back. I'll tell you that. Like I said, they better find a way to come back. Because I don't want to be that guy that's going out week 1 in the suicide pool. I just don't want to be that guy.
No.
That would suck.
Who had Javonte Williams in your pool? I'm sure you're probably not happy about how his performance has been so far. He's had some nice yardage and stuff, but fumbling the ball at the end zone, that's not helping at all.
Yeah, that's me.
You can't have that happen. Oh, dude, you're probably pissed about that.
Yeah, and I'm facing Tony, Philly Sports Rap this week, and yeah, let's just say I needed him to perform well tonight in order for me to beat him.
I think not even only our 2 games are winnable. I would say our next 3. The Giants have 3 home games right now coming up against the Carolina Panthers, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Chicago Bears. Now, of course, and I agree, the Broncos do need to manage the clock, take it down, get into field goal range, and kick that game-winning field goal. But the Giants, we have 3 games right now at home. This is your chance with that big victory you had in Tennessee to come home for the next 3 games and show your fan base that what happened against Tennessee was not a fluke. Go out there, continue to play disciplined football, and go out there and get those big W's. Stack the W's. The Giants fan base has been a very negative fan base for a very long time. Mac and myself, we've had our gripes against this team too. We've seen the crap that this team has given us for the past decade. You want to completely start changing the narrative, go out there against these three teams, and you know what? I'm going to say it right now, win at least 2 of these games. Win 2 out of 3 at home and get a 3-1 record. I will settle for nothing more right now with 3 teams that you can't beat. And you want to make a statement at home, go out in front of your MetLife home crowd and win at least 2 games at home, be 3-1 heading into that game against Green Bay. And I would even say maybe go out there and you can possibly win all 3. That's all I'm going to say about it, Mac.
You're
I don't know if you feel
damn
the
right.
same, but make a
Yeah,
statement.
damn right. I do
Make
feel
a
the
freaking
same.
statement. You got
Like
2
I was-
wide receivers up top.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Russell Wilson, shotgun snap. Takes a snap, goes back, throws the ball in the middle, and there's a short pass. Javonte Williams catches it, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and picks up at least about 7 or 8 yards for first down. Matt, go ahead and continue your point. I apologize for interrupting.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh.
No, it's all good,
Yeah,
man.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
Giants fired up 4-0.
Oh, but
Good.
no, what I was saying, yeah, the Giants, yeah, like if they come out, if they come out, my fault, man, I'm smoking. But if they come out,
Russell Wilson, shovel pass. Oh, he big tackle in the backfield by Barton.
it's just the fact
Nice
that
tackle by Barton in the backfield. And he might be hurt on that tackle.
yeah, yesterday, man, a lot of us didn't even think the Giants was going to be able to be 1-0, let alone the fact that it's looking like realistic that we could possibly be 4-0. I mean, it looks
I picked you
realistic.
guys
I
to be
mean, I don't want
1-0.
to get too far ahead, but it it looks realistic.
I think Detroit's a better team than people are giving them credit. Don't underestimate that Lions team. They're good. I think they're going to
Trust
be a
me,
good team.
yeah. Watching the game yesterday, their O-line, they can move guys.
I agree. And there's another player down for the Seahawks. Looks like they got a couple of players knocked up on that one play. Nice play by Barton though to meet him in the backfield for that loss. There is levels to the game. I agree with you, man. It's different levels to this game, and we know in the NFL you can't take any team lightly, as we've seen so far this week. The Seahawks are beating the Broncos after the Broncos were heavily favored in their game. The Chicago Bears were able to manage to beat the San Francisco 49ers. The Houston Texans were able to tie a team like the Indianapolis Colts, who a lot of people figured could be in the fight for the AFC Championship game. And the New York Giants, who nobody was picking, including Mac and myself, to go up there to Tennessee and pull off a victory, managed to win that game over there. This is the NFL. I don't care what the schedule looks like. I don't care what the records were last year. The NFL is a new league. You go by what happens in this league is any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whatever it is. You got 2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. 2nd and 14, Russell Wilson, shotgun snap. Throws the ball over. Pump fake. Scrambles over to the left side. He gets tackled on the feet. Good tackle there after Russell Wilson picks up at least about 7 or 8 yards.
You lost
For
the
at least
ball on
about a
that play.
second and manageable play.
Go, Williams, go.
Oh, it's an incomplete pass, 3rd down. So it's going to be 3rd and 16. 3rd and 14. My apologies. I say my apologies so much. I apologize. I can't help it.
Come on, keep him. Oh, now he wants out.
Thank you so much for the 6 right now watching in the chat. I appreciate you so much. If you guys have not already, please hit that like button to help out the stream and help out the channel. And please sub up to these great content creators right here. We got 2 wide receivers up top, 2 wide receivers down below. Javonte Williams in the back of a shotgun snap. Wilson takes the snap, throws the side over to Javonte Williams. Williams wants to break a tackle, breaks the tackle off the sideline, gang tackle, and he stops him over at about the 45-yard line. 4th down. This is the play right here, guys. And I know you guys are a little bit ahead of me. It's all good right now. 4th and 5, guys. This is the game right here. The game right here. What do you do?
This is what the Denver Broncos traded all this draft capital and pieces like Noah Fan away for these moments right here, Russ Wilson, man. What you gonna do, bro?
Absolutely.
What you gonna
What are you
do,
going to do?
man?
What are you going to do, Russ? 4th and 5, 29 seconds left in this game. Go out there and make the play to take your team to that victory. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 wide receiver down below. Devontae Williams in the backfield, and they call a timeout before it looks like they were going to get a delay of game, which is smart because you got 3 timeouts right now. Get a play out there that's going to help out your team. I mean, they just look like they weren't ready for that one play, and you can't have that. Can't have that.
No. Field goal.
Ain't not field goal range, bro.
No.
Oh.
They're going for
There's
the field goal?
Everybody's favorite commentator is right over there, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. We all love Troy Aikman, don't we?
Well, what's
All
with the
Giants
late
and Eagles
timeout
fans
by the
love Troy
Broncos?
Aikman.
They just went to ice him, but he missed it.
Oh, am I that behind? They haven't done. Oh, no.
Holy shit.
They're going to see this.
Hey.
Brian, they're going
They're
for
going
it
to see
right
this.
here.
You and me both, Jeffy. I'm hyping up Detroit. Jameis Williamson is a factor of his team. He finally has the healthy play. I agree. Are they seriously going? Wait, what the hell?
64
What are
yard
you
attempt.
doing?
Here we go.
Oh,
Brandon
my
McManus.
God. Seattle
Kenny
iced him, too, and he missed the field goal.
They better
Oh,
let Russ
Russ.
man.
It's
They
going
better
to
let
be
Russ
good.
cook, man.
Nope.
They're crazy.
This coach, I swear to God, this
And
coach,
he missed it
what are
again.
you doing? Yo, Big
Like,
Pat,
I don't
I know
know.
you're watching this on your stream right now. Big Pat over there with Classified. Our guys, Classified 3 for Joel. I know you're getting ready for that. What are you doing, stream, after what this going on? You're not giving the
don't-
ball to your quarterback you traded for?
You gotta
Right.
let Russ cook in that situation.
Yeah.
This is
You
idiotic.
gotta put that ball in his hands because you gave
Pick
up
his
too
up.
much to acquire that man.
Plus,
And
you
it is
extended his butt.
no good off the upright. This is idiotic. What are you doing?
Just go for a 64-yard field goal in that situation, and you got number
What the
fucking
heck?
3 on your sideline as your quarterback. You bring him over to the sideline and put your kicker out there,
For a
that's
64
ridiculous.
yarder.
and then even after he missed it when they iced him, you still put him back out there again to attempt it
idiotic.
again.
These coaches are stupid.
What are you
All they need was a
doing?
first down.
You have a
Are you
trade
serious?
all the first round picks for a franchise freaking quarterback, and you do that?
This coach
You have
is
20
stupid.
seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
20 seconds, and you kick a field goal from 64 yards? Are you joking?
Nathaniel
Oh my
hacked it
God.
more like Nathaniel whacked it.
Oh my God, this coach is just unbelievable. What are you doing?
He still had 2
what are you
timeouts. He could
doing?
have gone for a first down.
Why are you trading all those first round picks for Russell freaking Wilson to kick a field goal from 64 yards when you had 20 freaking seconds left on the game clock? Obviously,
With
he
two
didn't want to
timeouts.
win.
With 2
Obviously,
timeouts.
guys, he did not want to win this game.
I'm watching it again.
Obviously. Unfreaking believable.
Look at the coach. Look at the coach. He's just like, well.
Freaking believable. In the chat right now, like, look at these guys. They're all agreeing. This is a fucking joke. This is a joke.
I'm mind blown.
F the donkeys. Yeah, I mean,
I'm mind blown.
I'm mind
Because
blown.
you thought after he kicked that first one when they called the timeout and he missed it, you thought he was going to regroup and just bang out another 64-yard field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Yeah.
is a freaking joke.
You know
No,
what's
I would've
crazy?
been like,
He
okay, I'm
actually
going
got
right.
the distance. He got the distance, but it's so far to aim, and he didn't make it.
That is that's not just an upset. That is 100% on the coach for making that idiotic decision. That is 100% on this team for being incredibly disciplined, which goes on the coach because this team was absolutely ridiculously undisciplined the whole time. You fumble the ball twice at your goal line. You have over 10 penalties in this game.
Wow.
And the coach goes out there and makes easily one of the dumbest coaching decisions you can make early on in this season, probably in the past 10 years.
And why is he sitting here calling timeouts when he's not even going to get the ball back? He's like wasting his timeouts. Keep calling timeout. Like, it's over. You lost, you moron.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're the Denver Broncos right now, what the hell are you doing?
I know you did. Did
No,
you
I
see
don't have
Pete
money on
Carroll?
this game, but I
Did
mean,
you
it's just
see
the
Pete
football
Carroll's
aspect of
face
me,
after
dude.
the timeout was called? I mean, even Pete Carroll was like, "What are they doing over there? Are they
Yeah.
stupid?" Like
That's
Pete Carroll was
to
even just
me. To me,
flabbergasted.
I don't give a. It's on. You're on the road. That's embarrassing.
CW isn't pumped
Yeah.
up.
That is
Very embarrassing.
embarrassing.
No, I don't have money on the game, bro. It's fundamental football. After watching this damn game for as long as we've watched it, it's fundamental smart football, and they did exactly what you should not be doing in a football game when you trade multiple first-round picks for Russell freaking Wilson. I mean, this is a joke. Absolute no. He just said it right there. What IQ is this by the head coach?
That's
You talk about
just.
a rookie mistake by a head coach right here. I mean,
I just
God,
don't understand. I don't understand how you could
unfucking
literally put your kicker back out there after he clearly just missed that motherfucker. And you kind of and you were lucky that they called the timeout the first time around. That was your, okay, they looked out for it. That was your own sign. Let me put number 3 back out there
Good
and let
job
him
for your
pick up 5
Seahawks, man.
yards and let him get us 5 yards.
Yeah.
He has made a career of clutch performances. He is Russell Wilson. There's a reason you gave up multiple draft picks, traded away your starting tight end. There's reasons you did that this offseason. And that was the reason right there. And you took it away from him. I don't understand that coaching move. I can't believe what I just saw.
Yeah. I'm speechless.
And the new asshole you about to get tore by your little Denver media and national media alike.
Going Elway.
You deserve every bit of it, coach. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
deserve every bit of it.
Absolutely. That is one of the dumbest coaching decisions I've ever seen. Ever seen. How you have 20 seconds left on the game clock, you have 2 timeouts, and you decide to kick a 64-yard field goal with Russell freaking Wilson on your team. I mean, that makes absolutely no sense, and I guarantee if this was the Giants that did this, Mac and I would be eviscerating this team right now and that head coach. And if this was the Eagles, I guarantee these 2 guys, Randy and Further, would be eviscerating their head coach. That was absolutely one of the most idiotic coaching decisions we've ever seen. Absolutely one of the idiotic decisions we've ever seen. Buko just said it right here. Buko's comment right here is the exact mindset that every single fan should feel. Or if you're a Bronco fan, I mean, you're probably wishing this guy gets fired now after you make an idiotic decision like that. I know it's the first game of the season, but you pretty much took the ball out of your franchise quarterback hands that you traded multiple first-round picks for. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's inexcusable. And kudos to the Seattle Seahawks. We'll say this. Kudos to Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith played a hell of a game. The defense rose up and they stepped up and they did a good job out there. But, I mean, this is all on the Denver Broncos. They came out as an undisciplined football team. They came out and fumbled the ball not once but twice at the goal line, half-yard line at the goal line. Also, an unfortunate play at the end where the guy just stepped out of bounds. And then with 20 seconds left in the game, when you have Russell Wilson, who you traded all those picks, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again, like these guys have said. You trade multiple first-round picks and your tight end, who's a good young tight end in this league, for Russell Wilson, who is a Super Bowl NFL champion, and you take the ball out of his hands for a 64-yard field goal when you have 2 timeouts left and 20 seconds left on the clock. That's inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable.
It was, I mean, one crazy show, man. I've never seen a football game
I mean, Jesus.
like that in a long time. That was just a weird game.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm pissed. I'm not even a Broncos fan. I'm pissed.
Right,
It's just fundamental football that's just
I
not
don't even
used
care
here.
about the Broncos, really. It's just funny to me that like, how could, like, I just don't understand how you could be just so stupid.
I don't know how you make that call. I don't know how you take Russell Wilson off the field to attempt a 64-yard field goal.
Yeah, like especially him. I mean, he's the most clutch player when it comes to this type of ending game scenarios. And you put the kicker out on the
Yeah,
field
you
and
know
allow
what? Yeah, look at that.
Russell to
Look
get
at
a first.
D'Yelo's comment. Man, look at D'Yelo's comment. He's got a point there. And we watched Joe Judge pull off this shit last year. But even Joe Judge didn't do something stupid like that. I mean, he did do
Goodness
two
gracious.
quarterback sneaks in his own end zone. But even Joe Judge did not do something like this. I mean, this is just you can't. There's no way you can make this up. Because I mean, Daniel Jones is not Russell Wilson. And I mean, that's
So,
just, I mean, seriously.
I
Yeah, I mean,
guarantee
next week
Russell
I'm
Wilson-
not pulling for the Broncos, that's for sure.
Almighty, Russell Wilson's gonna get up in front of that media and say all the right things, but we know exactly what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This coach is
Man,
going
who
to
should
be
we even vote
eviscerated.
for? The Texans at the Broncos?
This coach is going to get eviscerated. Eviscerated in the media scrum, and he freaking deserves it. For one of the dumbest coaching decisions made. I don't know if there's any other ones that you guys remember in recent memory, but this one is up there as one of the dumbest coaching decisions we've ever seen.
This is dumb.
This is
I'm
ridiculous.
picking.
This is out of control.
I'm picking the Texans to win.
You know what? Forget the Broncos. If this coach is going to do things like this, and this team's going to be as undisciplined as it is, I'm not going on with the Broncos this year. This team, if this coach is this bad, I'm not picking the Broncos.
No one happier than Pete Carroll. No one happier than Pete Carroll when he saw that kicker run.
You know, he
running
went
up
up
the-
to
up the
Russell
field.
and said, "Thanks for the first round pick."
Yeah, he probably did.
Jeebus.
Maybe they were in collusion or something with this whole thing.
Good luck.
Here's my
Good luck in the
little
future.
token to you, Pete. Thanks for the Super Bowl victory you gave us years ago.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I'm gonna have my
Sorry, we had
head
to
coach.
split ways.
I'm gonna take myself out of the game and have my head coach over there put in the kicker with 20 seconds left of the game, kick a 64-yard field goal, and maybe he'll miraculously make it. We saw how that happen. Thank you, Pete Carroll. There's your victory right there.
Hey, what do you
Oh,
guys
my
think
God.
about Thursday night football game? I think the Chiefs are going to pull it out against the Chargers. Does anyone think the Chargers might win at Kansas?
Oh, look at this. See, look at CWE over here. He's a
I think-
Seahawks fan. He's so humble. He's getting drunk right now. You know what? Go for it. Celebrate that victory because you know what? You should be thanking the Denver Broncos. Go out there, send a tweet, send a message, be like, thank you, Nathaniel Hackett, for the victory and taking
Ha
out
ha ha
Russell
to all
Wilson.
the Bronco fans.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm just baffled. I am
What's
absolutely
the over
baffled.
under on Nathaniel Hackett being fired by week 6?
I mean, it's probably a lot higher right now. I mean, that was one of the dumbest coaching decisions we've ever seen, and we're not even. And this is not John. This is Bronco. This is no Broncos fans up here. This is Giants and Eagles fans eviscerating the Denver Broncos because it's well deserved when you make
I mean, I
that type of
didn't
coaching
dream
decision.
that. I didn't dream that. He really did take Russell Wilson off the field. to
Yeah,
put his
yeah,
kicker
yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
there To attempt a
Wait.
64-yard game winner.
When you
On
fell,
Monday Night
we
Football.
thought maybe you hit your head, but no, you weren't knocked out, bro. That was real. Yeah.
Yeah, and CWE makes another good point. If the Broncos defense got shredded by the Seahawks, imagine what the Chiefs are going to do. Imagine what the Chargers are going to do. And
Oh.
imagine what the Raiders are going to do. Broncos might be in for a hard season this year. He probably does. I mean, maybe he does. It's still too early to tell. I mean, it is 1 week. Sure, it might be a little bit of no, I'm not saying it's overreaction, but if this coach is going to do those types of decisions, then the Broncos are going to be in for a hard time this year.
28.
A hard time this year. That was unbelievable.
I think John
Unbelievable.
Elway feels right now.
Oh, my
Think
God.
Think John Elway's pissed right now?
No, he's probably calling Nathaniel Hackett right to his office right now. He's probably yelling at him, get my office right now. You and I need to have a one-on-one talk after that move.
Dude, if Elway, I just would be Elway's shoes right now. And if it was instead Russell Wilson and it was Elway out there, let me tell you, he would have snapped at that coach and said, "You put me in instead of a kicker." Like, you motherfucker. You
I would
put
say
me
that.
in right now. You put me back in or I'm quitting the Broncos today.
You stupid jackass. You stupid jackass. I mean, if
Even
this
Elway's
was,
smarter than that.
I'm telling you, if this was the Giants that did this, Mac and I would be eviscerating Brian Dable right now, as much as we like him. If he pulled a stunt like this,
I know.
there would be
Our
there would
coach
be
goes for the win.
Oh, that's true. At least our coach has the balls to, like, give his quarterback the chance to win. But not Nathaniel Hackett. Nope, not doing it. Go ahead there, McManus. Kick a 64-yard field goal with 20 seconds left on the game and 2 timeouts. We know you can do it.
I think that's
We
the
know
real
You have
do
Russell
it.
Wilson.
Does
We're gonna
Nathaniel
bring
Hackett
our
know he has Russell
future
Wilson as
Hall
his
of
quarterback?
Fame quarterback and sit him on the sideline and watch
He
you
probably
attempt
would.
a 64-yard field goal.
Oh, my
Our
God.
future Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm gonna sit him on the sideline while you attempt a 64-yard field goal, kicker. Go ahead out there. Go ahead and knock that thing through the upright.
Go ahead. No,
Give me
go
a
ahead,
fucking
McManus.
break. Give me a break.
I've even seen Russell Wilson in person when he was for NC State. I was at NC State for the Virginia Tech comeback game. I was there. I've seen Russell Wilson throw bombs down the field. I didn't have to go to Seattle. And I can even tell you that I trust more than Russell Wilson than a 64-yard field goal attempt.
You know what? They feel like horses' asses right now after that play. Nathaniel Hackett, you better go hide somewhere because John Elway is going to be wondering why the hell you decided to take your franchise quarterback and throw him out there on the sideline and kick a 60-yard field goal.
Are we sure
Way
he
to
knows
go for
that
the
he
win
has
there.
Russell Wilson as his quarterback? Are we sure?
I don't think, you know what, Randy? I don't think he does.
Yeah,
I don't think
maybe
he
he
knows
thinks
he
it's
has
too long.
a former Super Bowl
Yeah, I'll
champion
be
over
right
there as
back.
his quarterback, so he decides
Yeah.
to take him off to the sidelines.
Yeah.
What a
But
fucking joke.
here's what it is. This is exactly the opposite of the New York Giants yesterday. Brian Dable made a call that absolutely won him that locker room yesterday. As you see, the players all gave him the game ball after the game when he went for that 2-point conversion and went for the win.
Saquon.
He believed in his guys. This motherfucker right here.
So,
This is how you lose a locker room.
Yeah.
This is how you lose the locker room. Because if you're going to make that kind of call, your team's not going to have no faith in you as a leader.
no.
They're not going to look at you as no leader. They know you're not going to guide them nowhere. If you're going to make a call like that.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson, 4th and 5. Let him get you those 5 yards and maybe get a quick timeout. Do whatever he got. Let Russell Wilson operate. That's what you got him for. That's what you acquired the man for. For those moments right there.
Mac, maybe they probably thought that Drew Lock was still part of the team, so that's why they made that player. They thought Paxton Lynch was still the quarterback of the Broncos, so that's why the brilliant Nathaniel Hackett decided to take his Super Bowl winning quarterback and throw him off to the side and decided to kick a 64-yard field goal for 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts. It's just one of the dumbest coaching decisions you will ever see. It's one of the dumbest coaching decisions you will ever see in recent memory, and that coach, after a move like that, should be fired. That is a fireable offense. Fireable offense right there.
Agreed.
By making that move. He's lucky that that's the first game of the season.
Mac
And
already
that there's
mentioned
still
it.
16 games in this season.
Mac mentioned it, man. He said, he's like, you want to talk about winning a locker room? He did the complete opposite. He literally told the locker room, I don't believe in this guy. I don't think he's worthy. I don't think he can do it. So we're going to go kick an unbelievable field goal after already seeing that the guy jacked it and couldn't make it to begin with. But
Right here, it
it's
says it
retry.
right here. Then he decides, the brilliant head coach decides to call his timeouts after the game is already over. What sense does it make? You hold on your timeouts with 20 seconds left and kick a 64-yard field goal and take your Super Bowl winning quarterback off, and then you decide after he misses the field goal to call your timeouts? What sense is this? What universe are we in?
I know,
There's no sense to this. Oh, is there any sense to this, guys? No.
Wow.
No.
Oh my God. Nathaniel Hackett. Oh, you're going down as a. You better hide, my friend. Hide somewhere. Because you don't want to show your face after this performance. And that Broncos team, you guys don't want to show your face either because you guys were absolutely horrendous when it came down to clutch moments. You fumbled the ball. You penalized yourself. You weren't there to make the key plays. What a joke of a performance by a Denver Broncos team that was in the running to compete for this division. You know what? It's clear as day right now with this head coach and the way this team was as undisciplined as they were. They are clearly right now the 4th best team in this division.
That was
Until
just
proven
pitiful.
otherwise. It was just sad.
Yeah.
Freaking sad.
The turnovers, unacceptable. The penalties, unacceptable. This coach, unacceptable.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I guess he didn't want to win. I guess the Broncos decided they did not feel like winning this game today. So they decided, you know what, we're going to gift wrap this victory to the Seahawks. It's like, a little token present for maybe Russell Wilson maybe he's got like some type of cahoots behind the scenes with he got some type of cahoots going on there with Pete Carroll because there's got to be something up there. It's just there's no way you can wrap your head around this. It's just so stupid.
If I'm
this is one
Russ,
of the
I'm
stupidest
pissed, man.
decisions.
If I'm Russ, I'm pissed, man.
Yeah, he does. Diela says it right here. He should. Take that damn coach over to the fish market and leave his ass over there and work there. That should be his new job instead of being a head coach of a football team.
Goodness gracious.
No, the Broncos, maybe they tried to win on the field, but their head coach sure as hell did not want to win this game. But, guys, what are your final thoughts on this game besides the idiotic head coaching decision by Nathaniel Hackett before we close out this stream tonight? And I'm going to give a special shout-out to everybody in the chat before we make our closing statements. I want to thank everybody that's come by the chat today. Seriously, thank you very much. Alex, New Sound, Dila, Miz, everybody that's come by, Almighty Finesse. If I'm missing anybody, point it out in the chat. CW, Bad Stoy, everybody, Normal Guy, Buko, thank you very much, Chris Buko, for coming by the chat. Everybody, sincerely, thank you very much for coming by the Monday Night, I almost say Monday Night Raw, because I guess I'm a little bit stoned. Well, you know what? After that football, after the way that coach did that performance, how can you not be screwed up after that? What are your guys' final thoughts about this game, and which games are you looking forward to for week 2 before we close out the stream tonight?
Disappointment. Embarrassment for the Denver Broncos. Absolutely embarrassed. And honestly, feel a little bad for Russell Wilson at this point because he knows he should have been on that field on that 4th down play. Absolutely.
Good point, Buko.
Hackett, you're just a hack, as far as I'm concerned.
His father was just the same way. His father was the same exact
there.
way. And
so, it's just no excuse for this loss. Denver Broncos, I mean, come on. They're a far more talented team than the Seattle Seahawks right now, currently at the state of the Seahawks. And it's just I get that you're up in Seattle, but you got to figure out a way to pull this one out. And you had an opportunity, and you took number 3 off the field to attempt a 64-yard field goal. You had a chance to correct all the wrongs that was with your team that going on with this team all night long, and you blew it because you wanted to go for a 64-yard game-winning field goal. 64 yards with 20 seconds on the clock and timeouts. You can't design a play with number 3 as your quarterback to pick up 5 yards. You ain't got nothing in the playbook for that situation.
mm-hmm.
I just don't get it, and I'm mind blown and I'm confused. This was absolutely my stone cold lock of the week, and I thought there was no way, can't miss. Obviously, they missed.
Russell Wilson's final numbers: 29 for 42, 340 yards, 8.1 yards per pass, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He was sacked twice for 10 yards with a quarterback rating of 101.3. Geno Smith,
wow,
23 for 28, 195 yards, 7.0 yards per pass, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He got sacked twice for 18-yard loss with a 119.5 quarterback rating. In terms of the running backs, Melvin Gordon led the Broncos with 12 rushes for 58 yards. His long was 13, 4.8 yards per rush. Javonte Williams has 7 carries for 43 yards, 6.1 yards per carry, as well as no touchdowns. Obviously, the 2 key fumbles, both of them for the end zone. In terms of the Seattle Seahawks, I apologize for the music in the background. There's a video playing right now. The Seattle Seahawks, Rashad Penny, 12 carries for 60 yards, no touchdowns. His longest was 26 yards, 5.0 yards per carry. Geno Smith, 6 for 14, 2.3 yards per carry, 14 yards is long. And I'll quickly go over the receiving one. Jerry Jeudy, 4 catches, 102 yards, 25.5 average, 1 touchdown, 67 yards was his longest on 6 targets. Cortland Sutton, 4 catches, 72 yards, 18 yards per catch. 30 yards was his longest on 7 targets. Javonte Williams actually had a big impact in the receiving game. 11 catches, 65 yards, 5.9 yards per catch. 13 was his long on 12 targets. And quickly for the Seattle Seahawks, Kobe Parkinson led the Seattle Seahawks. 2 catches, 43 yards, 1 touchdown, 21.5 average per catch. 25 yards was his long, 2 targets. Will Dissly, 3 catches, 43 yards, 14.3 yards per catch. 1 touchdown, 38 yards was his longest on 3 targets. DK Metcalf, 7 catches, 36 yards, 5.1 yards per catch. No touchdowns, 15 yards was his long, 7 targets. Tyler Lockett, 3 catches, 28 yards, 9.3 yards per catch, 0 touchdowns, 17 yards was his longest on 4 targets overall. That's some of your recap right there for the Seattle Seahawks and Denver Broncos. And before we close this stream out, guys, I want all you guys to know where they can find you and when you guys are going to be streaming next. Starting with Mac, we'll go over to Randy, and then we'll go over to Further, and then we'll close it out with me before we close out the stream.
Well, I'm absolutely Mac, the Giants fan, MACDA Giants fan, and you can catch me every Wednesday evening with my co-host Adam Costas on the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. Talk about breaking down the NFC East action for the week. We got a lot to cover this week, obviously, with some good NFC East football, and it was some not so good NFC East football, Dallas Cowboys, and so then we be breaking that down the week and looking at the games coming up in week 2, talking about those matchups as well. It's always a pretty super dope show. Always have a good time on there, man. Come check it out. Sub up if you haven't already, and you can definitely catch me there each and every week, man.
Go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, Randy, next shift, just you can find me on Hardcore Sports. Doing the UFC fight night this weekend, Sandhagen versus Doho. So be on the lookout for that. And just want to give a shout out for Jeff. Jeff, you did a great job tonight, bro. And thanks a lot for having me on.
No problem, man.
Always,
Thank you for being
Jeff,
on.
Always, bro.
Thank you.
And
Go ahead, Further.
Further AM. You can catch me on YouTube, Further AM, Twitter on Further AM, Instagram Further AM. I'm on StreamYard. What do you call that? I'm everywhere, just Further AM. Hell, my username on my console's Further AM. So anywhere and everywhere, Further AM. Take it away, Jeff.
And I just want to give a shout out to our guy Mitch Kosky for hopping on the stream with us. He's one of the best. He's one of those great Eagle content creators out there, as well as the Philadelphia 76ers. He's one of the guys that brought about the Hardcore Sports Network. So I'll give a quick shout out to him if you have not subscribed up to his channel. And I just want to thank sincerely all you guys for coming on the stream, for coming on the panel with me. Mac the Giants fan, Randy, Further had a hell of a time. Interesting as hell football game tonight. I want to thank everybody that came by the chat, represented for us. We had a whole bunch of comments in there. Great time. Hell of a football game. I think we might have blown out our voices during this game. It's not even our damn team that played. But you know what? It was warranted after what happened. But I hope everybody had a fantastic Sunday. If your team won, awesome. If your team lost, get them again this coming Sunday or this coming weekend. Thank you very much, everybody. And I hope you had a fantastic rest of your Monday. And have a great rest of your Monday night, everybody. Take it easy. Mac, tell them, end it off with strong, bro.
I mean, thanks everybody for coming out, man. It was a great time, man. Weird game. We got to check it out here, man. Got to check out. But yeah, it's definitely Mac the Giants fan with all my fellow hardcore sports fellas, man. Further AM, NYG, Jeffy T 3285. Next shift, Randy. Peace.
Have a good one, everybody.
Good night, man.